It's such a long time.
It
takes.
took even longer that time because I left us on the starting soon page when I fixed all the stream information. Because my OBS is like fucked up and I can't figure out how to do it from the OBS page, so I have to go live and then edit it all from the Twitch page. What a wreck.
Got it. Love you now.
Hi guys, welcome to our last live stream of the campaign of Metagame. We're sad and happy and here to play a goddamn game. My name is Nell, I am your DM, and I'm so honored to be here with my players. Go ahead, Miguel.
Yo, name's Miguel, and I play Andy, the jock, who plays Ponce de Lebiorn, the cleric.
I'm not over it. Alyssa, I play Laurel, the rebel, who plays Finn, the fighter. Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play Berkeley, who plays Trixie, the princess fairy thief. Johnny.
Hello, I'm Johnny. I play TJ, the QTube influencer who plays Legend, the elven bard. Steven.
Hello, I'm Steven. I play Ivan the nerd, who plays Jarvis the shade druid.
Woo! That's our crew. We're gonna rock and roll. There's no point stalling anymore. So, I guess everyone take a deep breath. Hi, QTube! Welcome back to our almost April game of Metagame. I had originally planned this Dungeon World game to be 15 games long or so, and it has been. This is 15, which is really weird. Yeah, I guess we're gonna play it though and finish it tonight. So thanks QTube for being here, and thanks to all of the guys who played and are members of the D&D club. I really thought this year was gonna be the worst, and it's probably been the best because of you all. But we can be sappy at the end, I guess. So I'm Jules, I'm your DM, and I'll throw it over to Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I play Lebiorn, the cleric. Also, Jules, you're the best. Go for it, Laurel.
Hey, Laurel. I play Finn, the fighter. Burke.
Hi, I'm Berkeley. I play Trixie, the thief, and fairy princess, obviously. Teach.
What up, QTube? It's your boy TJ once again. I play Legend, the bard. And also, Jules, you're the best. Ivan.
Ivan plays Jarvis the shade druid.
I guess that's it. I guess
Do we have a guest? Is that...
Are all of us.
that's all of us.
Jules, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
I've never, I guess, finished playing one of these games before because this is my first one. What happens if we fuck things up?
You die, and the world goes bad.
Like, we die?
No. Yes, TJ. I break into your house at night and murder you if you don't end this game well.
Yeah, it's like that thing where if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Jumanji.
Yes.
I always thought it was...
This is more hardcore than I thought.
No, some of your characters might die. They might not. The world might be saved. It might not. I don't know how it's going to end. I have a couple different ideas in mind. But it's very possible none of those will be right if you all say fuck you to all of my plans, as you really have this whole entire campaign. And I hope afterwards I can answer any questions you guys have about how things were supposed to go and how they didn't.
I feel like we've done exactly what you expected us to do all the time, Jules.
Yeah, 100% of the time.
You've been prepared for everything.
Thank you. I'm glad prepared is the word we're using.
So was there like something else we're supposed to do? Like, did we do it wrong?
You didn't do it wrong. You did great. I mean, that's the fun thing about a tabletop game like this, unlike a book or a movie, or a play, or a lot of video games where there's only one story to be told, and the person who wrote it and tells that story, and that's what happens. In a game like this, one person usually comes up with a couple of ideas for a story, and then everyone else figures out what the story actually is, and there's no real ending. Yeah, teach.
Question. So like, this is something to think about, and I love everything that we've done so far, and we're all getting a lot better. You know, Jules, you're getting a better DM. Is that what it is? Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of us were getting really better at playing. I think it would be really cool if, like, the next time we played, if we tried being characters that were playing a game inside of a game. Can you imagine how crazy that would be?
That would be pretty cool, Teach.
How would that even work?
Like an extra layer of roleplay?
I don't know. I feel like my brain might explode just
Right.
a little.
It's too many layers.
I don't know. It's just two. Just 2 layers.
I guess it's hard enough.
I'll consider it.
Okay, something to think about.
I like that idea. Great. Unless we have any other questions, we should probably. One of your QTube friends. Oh, I think that's Norman. Hey, Norman. Cheers. Hydrate or dihydrate. Everybody drink some water.
That's a weird color of water you've got there, Andy.
My Coke?
It's
my
orange Powerade.
My cola? My what Powerade?
No,
Orange.
it's not Andy, but also you, Jules.
Oh, it's cool. I guess let's play a game. Sorry, I had a nosebleed. I didn't know what name to respond to. It was just one of those moments, where you forget your own identity.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, let's play a game. And the game. What's that sound?
Laurel, are you trying to play the recorder again? I thought you gave that up.
Still watching Heather's dog?
I'm still watching Heather's dog.
I bet YouTube would love to say hello.
Wow.
Oh,
It really blows my mind how, I guess, close you two have become.
yeah.
She's just having you dog sit all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean it for the dog. Have you seen his face?
I
That's
mean,
fair.
I think this just means that Friendship Club works, which is surprising.
Well,
Look,
that's not surprising at all. It sounds like a great way to make friends.
I mean, if it's okay with you, Jules, before we go into it, I'd love for you, Andy, you to tell us how it's going with you guys.
I don't know that we have time for that tonight. I think we should probably just jump into the game.
We don't have a moment?
No, also I'd really like to just take a moment and reflect on, how easy it is to get animals into the school.
That's what I'd like to talk about, how easy it is to get animals into the school.
It's so easy.
Here is terrible.
My
Like, are you
cat
guys
is
ever
around here
concerned about
somewhere.
that?
I mean, look, they're small. They're small little animals. He's just a wee pup who fits in a backpack.
Has
so...
he been getting along well with Kuro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they've had an official play date yet, though.
They've kind of sniffed each other, and they're like, okay, you know what? We'll just exist. We don't need to hang out.
Honestly, Teach, you could totally make them have a play date and put that up on your QTube channel. You wouldn't even have to talk about it, and you would get 1 million views. Just set up the camera and walk away.
You're very right. But I do have a problem. I brought Kuro into school today. He's not with me now. Sometimes he wanders.
You let him just wander the grounds of the school?
They're
Teach?
just a cat in the school?
It's probably okay.
I hope
How
no one
would
has
it
that's
asked.
probably
Teach?
fine.
I'm sure he's fine, right? Like,
I mean,
don't-
he's fine. We're just, whoever he comes across, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. He'll come back. He always likes to come back eventually.
That's good. That's good. Wow. Great. Now that we're concerned about the cat roaming the school, game time?
Yeah,
Game
sure.
time.
All right. So we are outside a volcano. It is late evening. There are stars glimmering across the cloudless night sky. There are bird calls and bug calls and monster roars from the thick woods of the chaos, stretching out as far as you can see. One of the only bright spots is the few lights of the city of Meadowlark up on a hill just high enough that you can see just the glimmer of the civilization that you just left as you all stand on the rocky slope near the large pile of rocks that Winter and Mist had described to you all as the way to kind of enter the tunnels of this volcano. You all have made some preparations. You have a couple of potions. You've done some armor swaps. Summarize for me what you've done, how you've prepared, what you each look like as you're standing here in front of these rocks, preparing to enter. Cheers.
Well, I was hoping, Jules, that I have a whole bunch of poisons now. So, can I just, I have 7 daggers. So can I just, I guess I have 4 poisons, so dip 4 different daggers into the poisons?
Absolutely, yeah.
Great. Cool.
Are you
and then
dipping 7 daggers? Like 4 into 2 and 3 into...
No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Jules, I never really learned how it works. I don't know if I can only, do it once. If I have, one thing of poison, if I can only, dip it once. I don't really know how it works. So I guess if you'll let me do it more, then great. But otherwise, I'll just do, 1 per.
Yeah. That's fine, I guess. Sure.
Oh, just kidding. I totally have 3 of this other poison, so I guess I'll do 3 of the blood weed thing, and then 1 the shade, 1 the witch bane, and 1 onyx.
Okay. I love it. You're gonna have to remind me what those potions do whenever you use them. I know I will recognize them as soon as I hear them.
And then I've got a cloak that makes me... Actually, Ivan, I wanted to ask, do I, look like a rock the whole time? Or is it, once you put a hood on, you look
It's
like a rock?
hood on, crouch down.
You have to be completely under the hood, intentionally hiding under the cloak.
Oh,
and
great.
then
So I
you
can,
look it.
I can, sneak or whatever while I'm just wearing it and then just, pop it over my head.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Great. That's all I got.
Okay. Did anybody else have any other particular weapons, spells, items, preparations they were doing? Who was drinking potions? Who was turning invisible?
Well, few things. One, because we leveled up, Jarvis has a new spell that he just wanted to use before we came to the volcano, just to see something real quick. Contact spirits.
Okay.
Because this is more Ivan's thought process, but there aren't a lot of shades from the same domain when they're all still alive. So I knew a shade from the frozen north, and then I met Preeks. So I'd really like to make sure he's not murdered. And if he is, who's getting the brunt of that payback?
Okay, so are you trying to contact... Who are you trying to contact when you say spirits?
His name is Argus. He was the shade of the frozen north before Preeks, as far as I know.
So, what does it look like as you try to reach out through the spirit realm?
The kind of etching around Jarvis's eye just kind of flashes gold, and the iris inside of it just goes gold.
Okay, I believe you're willing to cast a spell then?
Mm-hmm. We will never know. That's experience.
Okay. Yeah, you're reaching out. And what I will say, mark your experience, you're not feeling anything as you are trying to call out to talk, as you would hope you would have if your friend's spirit had been there. That absolutely could mean that he's still alive, that absolutely could bode well, but you can't get in contact with him. As you return, however, you almost feel as if there are someone's eyes on the back of your neck. You turn and look into the woods, you see nothing, but that feeling lingers.
Cool. Anyway, also from the level up, took the druid sleep, so the night before kind of attuned to civilization. So amongst the crystals, there are now just kind of short, like, worked blades that come up. And amongst the vines, the thorny rose vines are just grapevines as well. Kind of representing that. But yeah,
Cool.
the armor's not clean. The opposite, actually. But the hair's kind of together. He's put together and set. He's ready for a fight, if it comes to that. And then I am also casting the important spell, which was the telepathy with Legend's taking Mist, the Mist potion, so with Legend.
Okay, sounds good.
And that one's an 11, so that one goes off without a hitch.
Beautiful. So, Jarvis is able to talk in telepathy to Legend. Trixie is looking like a rock right now. Jarvis, are you doing anything to... Yes, sorry?
I don't look like a rock. I have like a cloak that'll let me look like a rock, but I don't look like a rock.
Correct, you're right. I'm so sorry, Bert.
You look like a rock star.
Of course I do.
You know what? That's true. That's a good one, Andy. Ivan, what are you doing to look unconspicuous?
Looking like the most conspicuous thing if people can see me. Turning into a black cat, like a little black cat, but with chameleon skin, so I can hide in the cave, and then bat wings.
Nice.
So hopefully between the cat and the bat wings, I am silent
Sick
and can
little
turn into something.
chimera. I love it. How many you
That
hold?
one's fine as well. That's a 7, so I have hold 2 right now.
Cat, batwing, chameleon, I'll say, pounce from above as kind of an attack of a descending flurry of claws and shit. And just fucking freeze in a like nobody is seeing you, you're completely invisible. Yeah, as you're...
Cool.
Great. So then we've still got Legend, Finn, and LeBjorn who are getting ready.
Well, in preparation for what seemed like an important and possibly final battle together, I've been practicing on my song. I don't have one for you. I guess I should just say practicing my singing. And it's become more powerful enough to heal a lot more in my level up. So if you guys are in any trouble, or if I'm going to be in any trouble, then my healing will heal more. So yeah, you hear what used to be just my voice, and now whenever I sing, it's kind of like I've got my own like backup legends with me.
Yeah,
So,
what style of music? Are you like boy band? Are you like indie, emo?
I feel like it really depends on the situation. I think, depending on, it's kind of like related to my mood. So sometimes it'll be boy band-esque, sometimes it'll be like rock. It's never country. Yeah.
Cool.
Sometimes jazz.
Okay, I like it. And you're drinking the potion, correct? To turn into...
I am. Am I doing that now? Do you want me to do
I
that
don't
now?
know. It's up to you. We're getting
Well, I
ready
guess
to go into the cave, so...
Team, should I drink the potion now?
I mean, does it have like a time limit that it uses? Or...
Probably.
Yeah, do we know how long it lasts?
I'm pretty sure we said a couple hours.
Then I say yes. Because the whole point
Sure.
of you doing this is that you didn't have to sneak, right?
Right.
So,
I'm looking at this. Looking at the back of this bottle, and it looks like there's a long list of potential side effects on here. I don't know.
wouldn't worry about it.
No? Okay.
Well, there
I'm
are
sure
side
you'll be
effects, but there's also side effects of this meeting happening for good without our interference. So
Strange. One of them actually says sudden death. So.
Huh.
Anyway.
All right. Fantastic. Finn and LeBjorn, how are you guys getting ready?
I don't remember what my job was here.
yeah, who's becoming Winter?
that was Finn, I believe.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, and then
My plan was to do it and then just like not really talk.
so TJ, were you doing a like bless thing on LeBjorn, or
Yeah.
was I
yeah,
doing the like
I-
armband thing?
I think you were doing the armband thing,
Okay,
giving him
okay,
the dress.
cool.
But also, I can bless anyone, or not bless, aid anyone.
Guys, I
Right.
think we
I
should
can
watch TJ use his powers correctly once before this campaign ends.
Oh, teach the shade.
Oof. I suppose I could do that.
Yeah, you said you've been working on your singing voice, so.
Well, I just meant more like, like, I don't know musical terms, so I don't know how to say.
Your
But when
assistant
they
directing the musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
look, I don't know
That's
how I
true.
got the job, but I got the job.
Are you getting paid? Are they paying you to do this?
Yeah, when you say
Wait a
job,
minute.
No,
You're getting paid?
about my abilities.
The school is weird.
Welcome to public school.
Yeah, clearly.
Let's see. I am going to aid, or I'm going to attempt to aid. Do we agree on LeBjorn then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'll do that before we get into combat, which I guess is important to you guys. Oh goodness, I don't have anything prepared. I'm gonna pull out a lute, and there's gonna be.
I think it's pronounced flute. T.
No, there's a lute is a stringed instrument.
yeah, it's like kind of old-fashioned, ye olden Renaissance days.
But
Okay.
but I do have a chorus with me of other legends, and a few of them are holding flutes. So
Wait, I'm sorry. We can like actually see a bunch of you. Like you just like multiply, and there's now suddenly a lot of you.
I'm gonna say yes, but they can't do anything but sing, and that's not my decision. But I'm trying to make it easier and not cheat. So
Okay.
Mm.
yeah.
Well, that's pretty close to what actual legend can do.
Oh, Andy!
Wow.
I'm joking, Teach.
Yes.
We're wonderful always.
Going for the jugular.
He's about to help you. He could just like change his mind.
You know, I actually have the ability to help or harm. So
If you want to harm, that's fine, but
So you take out your lute and you play Wonderwall, and
anyway, here's Quenderwall.
Okay, so what happens?
All right, so I'm pulling out my lute, and it's a chorus of various legends playing different instruments, and each of the legends looks like slightly altered. Like one has a curly mustache, one has a shaved head, one has like face paint. They just like look like different versions of me.
Different
I
video
like a
games.
twirly mustache.
Yeah, one's like an elderly man, one is like a baby.
Excuse
They're
me?
bold choices, I guess.
Yeah, the baby's just shaking the rattle, but it makes a musical ish sound.
Wow.
So I'm going to sing LeBjorn, LeBjorn. No one's like you, LeBjorn. You're strong. You're fast. You are great, LeBjorn.
Stuck the landing.
Wow. You know what, Teach? I appreciate the commitment of the just being willing to sing. You know what? You should audition for the musical next year. You're an assistant director. You're doing a job, but it would be fun to have you in the cast.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
he's not
like
gonna
that is a dig at my talents.
He's not going to get paid for that.
That's true.
Yeah, so
It's not that I get paid for this job. I never
Uh-huh.
said out loud that I get paid for it.
there was
You-
a long pause that implied.
I
we
didn't
all know.
deny it.
So,
What happens to me? What do
was
I
he
get?
aided then, or I should probably
Yeah,
roll.
you should
huh?
probably roll for that, Teach.
Oh no.
Okay.
He's fine.
All right. 10.
Cool. 10.
Okay.
He gets a
So
plus
what-
2 forward, right? Because of your fancy thing.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Plus 2 forward.
Okay. Burks, are you ripping off part of your dress?
Yeah, so I guess because they're both kind of one-time things, you probably want both. Yeah, LeBjorn?
I mean, are you not gonna use the other one?
Well, so I still have lots of uses of my dress, but I could you've good strength, right? Like you're strong or whatever.
I'm fairly strong.
Okay, my I have many gifts and strength is not one of them.
Okay.
So
Strength
I
of
could
heart,
give you
however.
yes, it was great, but unfortunately I don't get to like punch things with that. So if you're like
Oh,
really strong or really great with constitution, I don't know what the word for that would be, but
Yeah.
I could give you like that
I-
part of my dress.
okay. Yeah, I'm good with those two. Also, I really like the idea of Princess Trixie Heart Puncher.
Oh, I like that too. You should make. You're gonna do more like banners, right? TJ, you should totally make me a banner that says
Oh,
that.
I'm
You're doing
already
all the
on it.
art. That'd be great. Thank you.
I can make a banner if you want me to make a banner.
We would like you to make a
That would
banner,
be
Teach.
fabulous.
Princess
starting the
Trixie
store.
Heart Puncher.
What is it? Sorry.
Princess Trixie Heart Puncher.
Can
And now is it
do.
like Princess Trixie underneath Heart Puncher?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Gotta get the good formatting in. But yeah,
Okay.
Andy, I'll give you. I guess you want both. I'm not gonna use either. They both
Okay.
suck. So yeah.
I'll use them.
Great. I will rip off 2 strips of my dress and make you a nice little armband, so that you can have those. And basically, the way that works is when you defy danger, if it wouldn't be with strength or con, you can be like surprised it actually is.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna hide.
Great. I'm gonna have you make a defy roll danger very shortly, but you don't need to worry about it until you guys head into the
Okay.
caves.
My other preparation is that now I have a bird now.
Oh,
Can you
I-
describe to us where you got this bird from, LeBjorn?
Okay, so I think like 2 or 3 games ago at night when we all separated after the interrogation, I went to the bird sanctuary to test out my new Air Jordans and fly and hang out with some birds. And I had a really good bond with one of the birds at the sanctuary. And so I just brought, the bird followed me.
Okay, and
So-
what's the bird look like? What's its name?
So I named the bird Larry after Hoops legend Larry Phoenix.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh my god.
and so it's a pigeon. It's a normal sized pigeon. But I think to honor Larry's legacy, it also has like this like really bright emerald green coating like around the neck.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like it. Awesome. So you guys are ready. We've got a bird, we've got a rock, we've got a sneaky strong person, we've got a camouflaged cat, and we've got 2 people with shapeshifter potions.
Oh, Finn is the other person who's shapeshifting.
Correct.
Yeah.
Are you 2 ready to drink them?
I guess so.
All right.
Oh, real quick.
Oh,
Enough time has passed. Would our health and stuff be back to like
Yes,
full?
you guys definitely
Okay.
got long rests, whatever
Oh, great.
rests. Yeah.
Um,
Health is back to
and
full, anything is reset.
for anybody interested, I did post the banner in our group chat.
It's beautiful.
okay. Oh, and also I did use my word of recall back in Spring Blossom, Spring Face. Hold up. Where's the map? I
But
don't have
TJ,
them.
you're wrong. She punches people
Meadowlark?
with her heart.
Yes.
Her heart is so strong, she punches people with them, not the other way around.
Oh, I think I do both.
Okay, that's fine.
Have you seen the daggers?
That's true. Beautiful though, Teach. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm kind of an artist.
I can tell.
And I've gotten better with my spelling.
So, are you guys ready to drink that potion?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. You
Bottoms up.
each Take a
Cheers.
swig. Of this liquid, focusing on the 2 people who you each are turning into, and immediately your body, it's as if you have a leg spasm, just a tremor running up a foot, up both legs, through your whole body. And as the tremor spreads, there's a crack, like when you get a good knuckle pop. And your head itch suddenly as your hair changes and your entire body just starts to shift. And the rest of you watch as TJ begins to shrink down and inwards. Except for
Oh, wait, does TJ shrink?
TJ shrinks.
Legend
You're going
shrinks.
from your legend shrinks from your 7-foot height down to Trixie's 4-foot height, and icy blue wings pop out of your back, and you can feel the oh, you're a fairy, you don't have crystals. The wings pop out of your back. Finn, you on the other hand are starting to grow. Not by much, but by a few inches as the world around you falls away bit by bit. And your shoulders ache as the lava rock starts to spill out and kind of drip down your front. And something in your eyes shifts and the world is just a little bit brighter than it was a moment ago. And you both look down at yourselves, and the rest of you all have watched as Legend and Finn have become Winter and Mist.
Look at me. I've got cool wings just like you, Trixie.
Yeah, don't try to fly. That'll give you away because you cannot do that. So don't try to jump off something and be like, look, I can fly. Because everyone will know you're not a fairy.
Fair point. Jules, does my voice change too?
Yes. Your voice is immediately coming out in the kind of lilting high voice that Winter had earlier. Mist, whichever one. I don't know which is which with this particular pair.
So, okay, so you said it was... Okay. For the sake of simplicity, I'm not gonna role play that voice change if that's okay.
Yeah.
Unless, okay, all right, thanks.
Okay. So, are you all ready to head in?
Oh, Tej, I gave you my armor, right? So that
Yeah, I
you
think
needed clothes that fit or whatever.
yeah, I think I took it on. I took it
great.
already. Put it on.
Ah! Ah!
Is that a fire drill?
It's a tornado warning.
Oh, guess we shouldn't go outside then. We gotta stay in the classroom.
Do you guys have like a safety bunker here, or is that like only a private school thing, and you guys just like fend for yourselves?
Safety bunker.
When you
Yeah,
say you
Like a storm
guys,
shelter or whatever.
you go to school here too, Burks.
You guys. as
Okay,
a
yeah,
part of-
whatever. But you would know better than I would. You like know these things. You've been here for a
We
while.
just got here too this year.
All right, fine. Has anyone heard about a place we're supposed to go to be safe, or do we not
No.
get things like that here?
I think
Okay,
we don't get things
from
like
the
that here.
Windows, which this
Right.
classroom doesn't have any, so we're fine.
Well, if we're all able to make it back to our own houses, we could just use our own personal safety bunkers, right?
Tej, we're all coming to your house if there's a tornado.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I do not want to be trapped with my parents if there's a tornado. So I'm
Oh, that's true.
definitely coming
Brooke
to your house.
probably has her own safety bunker too.
I mean, don't we all like with
No.
3 months of rations saved up?
Nope.
No.
No.
I have a spot in the middle of Glowy Town, and that's it.
You know, I might have 3 months worth of the like frozen meals and like hamburger helper powder.
Just the powder?
Well, and I guess yeah, I don't have 3 months worth of beef. So yeah, just the powder. I have 1 month worth. I have dinner for tonight. I have beef I can cook for tonight.
That'll be good for tonight.
Yeah,
Anyway.
my dad's out of town. So if anybody wants
Oh.
some hamburger helper, I'm great at making hamburger helper sandwiches.
I've never had hamburger helper before.
Oh well, you won't. You want to come over for dinner, Tej?
Sure. I mean, yeah,
Jules-
that sounds great. I mean, like, does your chef make it, or how does that work?
Oh boy.
No, I cook it
Like
Yeah.
with him?
with you if you want to learn how to cook hamburger helper.
Sure. That sounds great. I've never cooked anything before.
Oh, okay. Maybe I won't let you touch my hamburger helper then. After all,
Why
you
are you
can watch
taking the
and
game?
take
I-
notes.
Didn't need to distract from
Jules-
the game.
If you're alone for a long time and you need like somewhere to come like eat food that isn't hamburger helper for like 12 days in a row, you know you can come to my house, right?
Oh,
Are you talking to me or Jules?
No, I know you don't need hamburger helper. I'm talking to Jules.
Oh,
Like, you can come
okay.
over whenever too, TJ, but I think you're fine and have food.
Okay. Well, when my parents leave for weeks at a time, they keep the chef there so that way I don't go hungry, so I should be
Yeah,
okay.
I figured
Yep.
you're set.
yeah. Well, I appreciate that, Burks. I'll take you up on that, but not tonight. Because tonight I have to show Tej how to make hamburger helper.
It
Excited.
helps. There
I'm
are
excited.
instructions on the back, so
It's pretty easy. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was 4.
The instructions just come with the food itself?
it's
Yeah.
yep.
Mm-hmm. They sure do.
That is crazy.
All right, are you guys ready to go all
Volcano.
die? And
sorry, what?
hopefully save the world.
Jules?
I said hopefully save the world.
Yeah, before that.
Don't worry about it. Are you guys ready?
I guess.
I don't know what's scarier, saving
Not
the
to
world or
die.
making hamburger helper.
I know which one. Legend, you hear in your head. If you want something to happen, if you want the fight to start, you're the only one whose head I know. So tell me.
Can do. And if I happen to say the wrong thing, feel free to kind of give me a script or something, because I would not mind that.
I will do my best, but also remember I only know the shades. I don't know the pixies who are going to be here.
We're still together, right? All of us? You're just popping in my head with show me. Okay.
I'm a cat. I literally cannot talk to anybody else.
Okay. Okay. I'll relay anything whenever I can if I need to. Jarvis. This is gonna sound. I don't know, pretentious maybe is the word, but like, what's my motivation here? Like, I'm not trying to. I want to be passable. So like.
I mean, in my opinion, all you're doing is you are going to sit there quietly. You're going to hope that nobody talks to you, and you're going to learn whatever their plot is so we can stop it.
So I'm not like holding a big performance, and I'm not like.
No. Nope.
You're sure?
I'm so sure.
The main question that's going to be asked to you is, probably, why did you not burn down the town that you went to burn down?
Mm-hmm. But gotta say, it's probably the most high stakes performance you're gonna put on for a while.
Yep.
How would you answer that question right now? Jarvis, you should treat it like one of those courtroom dramas. Cross-examine the subject.
Oh, like me. Oh.
Why didn't you and Winter burn down the town?
Well, we wanted to, but there were these pesky adventurers that got in the way. There was the pixie who was like to stab things a lot, but do it with a
Fairy
smile.
princess.
Yeah. There was the gruff looking one that looks like she could like snap me like a twig. There was the other one that was darker and more grounded in nature and looked like he wanted to do a lot worse than just snap me like a twig.
Shade druid.
There's that really athletic looking one that like also praises some god. And then there was also the most beautiful, handsome, intelligent one of them all.
Yep, you are definitely that one in disguise, and I guess we have to kill you now.
Also, just to note, I don't know how common knowledge it is that I can stab things now. I've been like working very hard at that, but probably introducing me as the stabby one is not really going to get the effect that you're looking for.
Okay. See, I'm glad we're going through this now.
Yeah.
All you
Your
have
Royal
to
Highness would be good.
all you have to
Royal
admit
Highness,
is the fairy princess and the shade druid were there.
Okay, the others not important.
You all are important to me, and I assume you are important to Tracy.
Yes.
But to this conclave, slightly less so.
Okay, fair enough. So the royal princess and the shade druid, and that's it. Okay, I can do this. I got this. Yeah, I got this.
I think he's got this.
If you need help, I'm in your head. Just let me know.
I'm gonna telepathically say I'm okay. Like I think I've got this. Jarvis can send messages telepathically, but can he see my can he read my mind?
If you're thinking messages to him, yes, but no, he can't just know what you're thinking.
He can't
you have
probe
to,
me.
You have to project what you want me to know.
Cool. I'm confident.
I don't like where that question was headed, but we're gonna ignore that for now.
Alright. Are you guys ready to head into the cave?
Yeah,
I'm so ready.
Mm-hmm.
Should we let Legend and Finn go first because they're actually going to the meeting, and then we can sneak behind them?
A rock randomly appearing where there was no rock might be a problem. You might go first. And hope nobody's in there.
Oh, so are people not in there yet? Because then I'll totally go in there and just hang out there until people show up.
You don't know. You were told the rough time of the meeting. You're there a little bit beforehand, but it's very possible others would have arrived earlier.
it's a gamble. That's the only problem with the robe, is no one's gonna notice you necessarily, like you for you, but a random rock showing up in the middle of the meeting might turn some heads.
Well, I mean, there's lots of rocks. They're not going to keep track of all the rocks, right?
I'm
They
hoping
don't have
it's
like a
like
guy that's like
bleachers.
patrolling to make sure that all the rocks are still there. Or do they? I don't. Is that what villains
know.
do? Do villains
Relax.
I
You
don't
know
know.
me, I'm paranoid. But
Yeah, I guess I was just saying the like separate thing from like if one of us doesn't do very well at sneaking, the two of them can keep going. You know, like I don't want to be associated with them and blow their cover. But we can sneak first if you want us to sneak first. I just think we should go separately.
I mean, we can head forward. Actually, I've been practicing my walk. If you want to see it.
Oh, I can't wait.
No, please do.
mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my villain walk.
No.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Actually,
perfect.
you asked for your motivation. You aren't the villain.
That's more of a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh god.
Walk right there.
So
You aren't the villain of your story.
Oh, that's way too complicated.
So our
It's
marching
just-
order is Finn and Legend going in 1st, walking
Sure.
confidently, and then a little bit later, Trixie, Jarvis, and LeBjorn walking sneakily.
Ivan, I've just got to say, it's hard for me to get in the headspace of playing a character who's playing a character. So just bear
You
with me, please.
suggested doing the exact same thing not 30 minutes ago.
I know, but
What?
I'm realizing that it's really hard. Can you imagine if there was another level to this?
Nope.
So
What
Moving
are you
on.
talking
Legend
about?
and Finn, are you guys ready to head into the volcano?
Yup.
All right. You all slip behind the rocks into the kind of dark tunnel opening. It gets a bit colder here. And you start down the passageway. There are scrapes along, the rock walls pointing the way. The occasional torch glimmering set in a wooden bracket. And as you start to approach the center of this winding mess of caverns, you can hear voices ahead of you.
Oh, they're already in.
Following behind, we've got Jarvis, Bjorn, and Trixie. I will need a defy danger roll from LeBjorn and Trixie, who are trying to sneak. Jarvis, you're a little cat with wings, so you're fine for now until you're like indirect view of people.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You have an extra D4 if you need it.
Oh, thank you. You're so wise. I will be using my magic.
I get a +2 from you, right? Legend. Okay, so I have
You
a
should know that
10.
that's not necessarily ongoing. Like, if you use that, you've used it.
Oh my god.
I see. Okay.
Can he choose to use it after he rolls, or does he have to determine it before he rolls?
I'll say you can choose. I don't know that we ever decided that, and I should really know that. I'm going to say you can choose to use it after you roll. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Can you rearrange your move for
Also,
me?
Yes. It is Arcane Art. When you weave a performance into a basic spell, choose an ally and effect below. And that is the one I chose was the next time someone successfully assists the target with aid, they get +2 instead of 1.
Right. So, LeBjorn, you don't have an automatic +2. That's if someone is aiding you.
Can I aid him? Like, can I?
You
can I-
cannot. It's possible Trixie could, or Jarvis could, because they're together.
Right. I guess I was saying because Legend would have known his ability, could I have done it and aided him in
How
advance?
would you aid him to be sneaky in advance?
You're going to make me sing again, aren't you?
I would like, no, I think singing is the opposite. How are you going to make him more sneaky? How practically are you helping LeBjorn be sneaky? This is
so it's
guidance.
not
This
like-
is guidance, is what this is.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not the best for this. Maybe
I was
somebody-
also gonna say this isn't aiding, so like this isn't helping with that. But Andy, if this would help, this is like one of those moments where instead of dexterity, you could use a different one and burn
Right.
that scrap. I don't know if it's gonna help though.
You do have
Yeah.
the extra D4 as well.
Right.
To use
It's
one.
just I'm like so I rolled a 7, which means that no, sorry. Yeah, I rolled a 7, which means that if I have that aid, I can.
Is it 7 without adding your stat or with?
It's 7 without adding my stat.
Okay.
And my stats are 2 apiece.
So it's at 9.
So it's at 9.
And if you have the aid, you're fine. If not, you have to expend something else to become fine.
Yeah.
So
I just,
rather than me aiding LeBjorn before I go, I'm gonna whisper to Trixie, "Hey, you should give some sneaking tips to LeBjorn because he might appreciate it."
Yeah. So I was gonna ask about that. Am I allowed to aid if I completely failed my own roll?
oh
No.
Yeah. For the first time ever, I rolled a 2, and then I got a 1 on the D4 for help. So I have a total of 5. So am I allowed to aid if I was a disaster?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Just
Great.
because it won't help. Just because I don't want you to waste that aid on this.
Great.
Yeah. Okay.
Without breaking the game further,
Oh, and I can't aid you because it would only be a +1.
I don't want to go back and again, so I'm gonna say I only talk to Trixie, trusting Trixie, so he can take it or leave it.
Okay.
Well, I can. If I don't aid now, he can do it later,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the very next
Absolutely.
time. So
Absolutely.
I can help him later.
No.
I'll be remembering to help him when I'm not.
There are
doing it.
people in there, and it's important we all get in, yes? It's important Trixie gets in. I'm ignoring that die roll.
What was that,
You-
Travis?
I'm
Yeah.
using the echo from the bottle, the magic item, to ignore Trixie's die roll and have Trixie roll the stealth again.
Okay, give us that flavor text. What does it
no.
look like as
Ivan.
you use the bottle?
They're starting to sneak. And if you'll allow, Jarvis doesn't completely unchange to lose the shape, but changes just enough to like stop Trixie in her tracks. And it's just like you literally have a branch that is in your shoe. If you walk into the cave, it's just gonna go.
Oh, good catch. Thank you. I will totally get rid of that. That would have been a disaster. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do I re-roll the D4 as well, or just my 2D6?
I would say we roll the 2d6. The d4's addition still counts.
Okay.
You
so
said,
it's
yeah, but it
Okay.
still gets added. Yeah, but it's
Great.
the same one. You re-roll one die.
much better. Okay, that's a 10.
Yeah, flat 10.
No.
So
On a
now I
10,
can aid. Now I can aid
you
him,
can,
right?
Correct. On a 10.
Great,
you
well,
can
then
aid.
Totally gonna do what TJ said and give him lots of good sneaky tips about like where to step and how to be super sneaky.
Watch out, branches. They really can get you.
It's
Mhm.
true. I learned that from somebody. Someone wise once told me, "Don't step on a branch; it'll crack."
It'll break your mother's back. Alright, do you want to roll to aid, Trix?
Oh, that's a thing. What do I do?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Roll 2d6, you add 1.
Wait.
Oh, should I
Okay.
actually wait?
Well, I was gonna say, like, the 8 thing can also expose yourself. So,
Oh. I got a 12. Don't worry about it.
okay.
You're fine.
Alright, so Lubjorn with that +2.
Okay, I don't have to expend the armbands
You
yet.
don't have to expend the armbands.
Okay.
You've got both your armbands, and you both are silent.
Good
Excellent
tips. I
combo,
also had
beautiful
like a
combo.
branch.
Yeah, you know, right? It would have been awful.
They're everywhere.
I've heard
So
that
many
branches are often in volcanoes. They tend to be like where you find them.
That sounds right.
I'm gonna telepathically talk back to Jarvis. Hey, how's the sneaking going back there?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. And the three of you proceed down the same winding corridor of dark hallways. Cold on the outside, growing a bit warmer as you start to reach towards the center, where Legend and Finn already are, hearing a hush of voices and a soft rolling, boiling, popping sound, and the deep flicker of red light around the corner. You imagine that beyond is the center of the volcano and the gathering, the meeting point. Are you two ready to go in?
I turn to I turn to Finn, who is not Finn, and I'm like, "You ready?"
I'm trying to get into character. Just go.
It's a real stretch for you, isn't it, Laurel?
You know what? At least I walk normally.
Is this banter? Are we witnessing banter right now?
Are you guys like? Never mind.
We'll ask after
Anyway.
break.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you guys turn the corner. Jarvis, Trixie, LeBjorn, not far behind them. You can see their shapes as they're entering the main room.
You can't see our shapes. We're sneaky.
No, you can
We
see
see
Finn and
theirs.
Legend's shapes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are so sneaky, they don't even know you're there. And what you see is a cavern. Dark sky through a small hole distantly up above. A roiling pit of lava in the middle of the floor with black kind of basalt stones surrounding it, spreading out to the walls that climb up enormously high. Piles of rocks, the occasional bone, and clustered throughout the room, small pockets of shades, pixies. You see a couple of humans, one halfling, but predominantly shades and pixies. The largest gathering of shades you've ever seen in one place, certainly. The largest gathering of fairies that most of you would have ever seen in one place.
I don't know. The largest gathering of shades has been aimed towards me this stream, I think.
Rainbow
good one,
colors glimmering on the fairy wings, and the shoulder bursts of flowers, of fur, of feathers. Somebody has what looks like waves lapping gently over his shoulder. And they're all kind of standing around in their small groups, murmuring, seemingly waiting for something. And actually, as you watch, one of them glances and points up. And as you look up, you see in the hole, high above, all the way at the top of this volcano, just a quarter of the moon pressing in, as it travels in the sky over the arc of this volcano. There seems to be excitement from some of the groups. You see a few others standing kind of alone in various corners. You don't imagine it'll catch you too much attention if you stay off to your own. That seems to be a popular choice. How would you like to try to enter this space, Legend and Finn?
Casually.
Oh.
I mean, same minus the arms.
Okay. I would like you both to roll Defy Danger with Charisma.
You know, that's what I'm really good at.
Oh no!
Oh. You have lots of charisma, though, right? Isn't that like your thing?
Yeah, but I don't know if I have that much.
Don't forget about your extra D4 if you need to use it.
Yes, please.
You know,
Okay.
I think it's now or never.
It's the arms, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. We tried to warn you.
I'm gonna roll that d4
Okay, sounds
because
good.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
My total's 8, so not really that bad.
Okay.
My total is also 8 now.
Okay, so we've got 2 partial successes. So you guys enter the room, and as you do so, many of the eyes throughout turn to the new entrance to this cave entrance. I'll give you a bargain. You think that there's a little bit of confusion, suspicion looking at you. There was something off in the way you walked. You imagine that if you're willing to just stay quietly to the side, you could avoid notice. You could try to talk to some of the other guests there to get more information, but you would be more likely to be discovered, have to keep making rolls, so on and so forth.
Come on, Finn. You're walking weird.
Look, I'm sorry. A dog leapt off of my lap and is now sniffing things in the room. Give me 1 second.
Legend, do you have a preference as to trying to talk to people and getting more information if it's dangerous, or staying quiet and to the side to go unnoticed for now?
Well, I think after Finn kind of gave us away with her weird walk, then I figured
Sorry,
I
he
figured we
was
should-
scared about the potential tornado. So
Oh,
he
baby.
was on lap time, and now he then decided to explore. But we're all good.
Oh, good. No, I think it's safer to be not talking to people. I feel like there's a voice in my head that sounds a lot like Jarvis that's just telling me to shut up.
Yeah, I think keeping a low profile is probably the move.
Okay. So the 2 of you kind of just give small nods to the gathered assembly and step off towards kind of a shadowy, rocky corner of your own.
Oh, excuse me.
Jarvis, Trixie, and LeBjorn. You all kind of approach the entrance to the cave. You can peer in. You've been moving very silently so far. And you can see Legend and Finn standing off to the side, seemingly not have gathered too much attention yet. The other people in the room, still just kind of scattered among themselves and chatting. You imagine you could stay very well hidden if you just stay in the doorway where you're a little bit farther away. You can't really hear any of the conversations right now, but if there was a speech you might be able to. Or you could try to get into the room, but that will be more difficult even for you, Jarvis, as there's definitely some attention focused on this door.
Didn't we have a thing where we can go in a door and no one will notice us?
The nail?
Yeah.
I think we need an actual door, unless...
No,
Yeah.
I said you didn't need an actual door.
Oh.
I
Kinda
did
like a
say you had to
threshold?
do nothing obvious, but with how sneaky you all are, there's a world where you could get away with that.
Nail.
Yeah. Let's. And will it work for all of us, or do we have to pass it to each other? Like I use it and pass it on, kind of a thing.
I think you'd have to pass it to each other.
Oh.
The
Okay.
important one getting in the room is you, because you want the information.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. And it looks like I'm looking at this picture Jules has, and I'm wondering if I could go up against a wall and stand and put the hood over it, so it looks like I'm a rock part of the wall. 'Cause it looks like there's weird lumps all over the wall, and maybe that'll be less noticeable than because you brought up a good point about the rock just appearing. But I mean, there's no reason I can't toss it to you. I can get in and then toss it to you.
It's a risk.
Oh wait, are you guys
Okay.
good to stay outside? I don't want to banish you outside or whatever.
My question was, are there any ledges up above everybody that I might be able to get to and just perch there for the time being?
Yeah, there are a couple of ledges up high on the wall.
I'm gonna try to get to one of those.
Alright, that will be a defy danger with Dex for you.
Yeah, that I was aware of. We're good. It's a 10.
Okay. Jarvis leaps into the air, fluttering his wings. And he disappears immediately from view as he flies into a shadow and hopefully finds a place to land. Jarvis, you do land on one of the ledges. So
I'm gonna freeze and blend.
Perfect. Trixie and Bjorn outside at the moment.
Yeah. So, this is very, I'm so sorry, Jules. This thing is written very confusing, I feel like. So if I hold this nail thing in the air and I pretend to unlock a door that isn't there, and then sneak in and stand up against the wall and put the hood up so I look like a rat, no one will know I'm there. That's what this nail thing is?
Correct.
Okay, I guess I'll do that then.
Okay.
If you're good, Andy. I think goes, yes, great, I'll do it.
Okay. Trixie, you lift the key, and even though you know there's no door there, you've watched everyone walk through, all of a sudden it feels as if there's wood against your hand. And you feel for a moment until you feel a keyhole. Slide the key in and turn it. And no one reacts. No one moves, no one looks as you silently slip in and press yourself to the wall directly against the door, moving quietly enough that you gather no attention, you gather no notice, and the hood has time to kick in essence, as you press yourself, essentially invisible for the moment, to the cave wall.
Can I, like, hear people now?
Yeah, you're much closer. You can hear. In fact, I will let you roll with wisdom to discern realities. Actually, Jarvis, you as well.
I was just about to ask. 11.
9.
Okay. Trixie, you get 1 question. Jarvis, you get 3.
After you.
Oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm gonna ask who is really in control here.
Good question, Trix. So you know power. That's what you were raised around. Your parents were the king and the queen. You are a princess. You know how people in power conduct themselves. And as you scan around the room, there are lots of groups of people standing and talking. But what catches your eye are 2 people. A pixie, a fairy, and a shade. Up towards the very front of the room. They stand by kind of a larger but flatter, longer stone outcropping where it looks like several years of dried lava have built up. And the 2 of them aren't looking around like everyone else is, kind of looking around eagerly, scoping out everyone else who's there. The 2 of them are in deep, intense conversation with each other. And there's something in the lack of care they're showing about the other people there, about their placement at the front of the room, everyone almost forming a half circle around them, that you think that particular pair, a fairy with deep red wings, and a shade with what looks like spider legs popping out of it, popping out of the shoulder.
Spider, I assume.
Out of the shoulder. It doesn't, like, have spider
No,
legs.
it has
okay.
Almost a dozen long black insect-like legs that are constantly flexing and kicking from its shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Safe to assume that is Spider?
I really can't believe that I'm this DM. Have I said the name Spider before?
You told me which shades had turned turncoat.
Yep, that's Spider. That's cool. Thanks, Ivan. So many names.
Do you need me to tell you the other ones that did?
You know what? I wasn't really planning on providing you names for all of them, but maybe.
I don't know the fairies. Those can remain anonymous, but I specifically asked
Did I-
Winter who turned
Did I tell you
turncoat.
by chance who Spider was the shade of?
No, you just told me the names of the
Cool,
shades.
cool. Love it. All right.
3 of which were mine. So
Fantastic. Woo! All right. Yeah. So Trixie, those are the 2 who are in charge.
Okay.
do I need to spend one of my holds to get that information also, or?
I would say yes. You 2 have no way to communicate.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'm gonna spend 1 hold to get that info too, because cut off the head, things will be easier. What should I be on the lookout for?
So as you peer more closely, trying to discern more information about the 2 over there, see if there's anything else that you can see, you note that the shade is holding what looks like a package, a bundle, half hunched over it, extremely protectively. Something in there is valuable or dangerous. That's something to be on the lookout for, is whatever is in there.
It's not particularly goblet shaped, is it?
It's much larger than the goblet was.
Okay. I mean, if I can, I know they're here to make plans and all that, but what else is about to happen here?
So, all of the other shades are just kind of milling around. There's some excitement and some curiosity, but nothing that says to you that anything about this is unusual for them. They're all acting very casual, very relaxed, except for the 2 who seem to be in charge. They are whispering intensely up at the front, and there's something nervous in their demeanor. And every once in a while they glance around or check on the bundle. And there's something new happening to this group, not just to you all. 2 of them know about it and the rest don't. There's something different about to go down. And that's where we're going to take a bio break. So we're going to take 5. Roasted pheasant, they're not winning yet, and TJ has been threatened with bodily harm if they don't win. So that's where we're at. We'll be back at 9:29 to pick up and to see what happens. So everyone get a liquid or a snack or whatever you need and go to the bathroom, and we'll see you in 5. can you please repeat what you just said? I think everybody, I think all of QTube should hear what you just said, Andy, because it was genius.
A Pop-Tart is a ravioli. I don't know how you can argue with that.
I can't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I will.
The little folded ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's feeling a little barky right now.
Oh, I found Kuro.
oh good.
Glad we got him back.
Take
Well,
him.
he's purring. He's happy.
So I have a question for everyone today.
Oh, right. This thing.
Yes, a Pop-Tart is a cannoli.
No, that's a good
A
question.
cannoli.
But
Well, a cannoli is a ravioli, and a ravioli is a dumpling.
What?
No, cannolis are open. They're not like sealed all the way.
It's true.
Oh,
If
you're
he's
right.
saying like a cannoli
You're
is more
right.
of a taco than like a
Yeah.
ravioli.
Cannoli is a taco.
You're right. You're right.
you know, this was
Yeah.
not my question, but this is a great discussion.
Are we gonna talk about how cereal is soup?
No,
No, I don't
Oh,
think so.
interesting.
because it's one I can't argue against, but one that infuriates me to no end.
I mean, what makes a soup a soup?
Things in a liquid, I guess.
Yeah.
Crunchy friends in a liquid broth.
You know,
Crunchy friends in a liquid broth. I am a Gaspito. Ooh, I am a summer soup. Ooh. I really love the mighty whoosh.
Anyway,
before this weekend, I totally would have said no, it's not, because you have to cook everything together in a soup, and the cereal and like the milk are separate. But I did go to a restaurant this weekend where they had all the stuff and they like poured the soup on top of it. So I guess cereal is a soup now. I guess someone made that choice.
Also, like, does it have to be cooked? Because you just like gazpacho is not like a cooked soup. So like,
What? So,
what makes a soup a soup?
Yeah, it's certainly the cold argument is invalid. So you're right.
Yeah.
but the way you described it, it seemed like you put the stuff in and then added the liquid. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was like a weird like tortilla soup thing, and so there was like all this stuff in a bowl, and I was like, "Where's the soup part of it?" And the waiter came over with a little like you know when you like your cream in like one of those little pourer things, and just like poured in all of this broth, and then it was like a soup.
Oh.
It was very
Next
strange.
question, though. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
No.
I mean, I say no in my heart, but I have no like good defense for it.
A hot dog, well, okay, it depends. If the buns are like connected, then it's a taco.
All right. So our
If the
real
buns are
question today
disconnected,
is that we only
Is a
have like
taco a sandwich?
a month left of school, and I'm wondering. So my question is, what's one thing that you've accomplished this year that you're proud of, at school or otherwise, I guess. And you can follow that up if you want. Is there anything else you want to do with your last month?
I thought this was last week's question.
Was it? I'm gonna be
I thought
honest.
last week.
Not for me.
No, last week's question was very loaded.
Sorry, maybe it was like the week before.
Direction.
I'm happy to like talk about my goals again.
No.
I guess.
I don't. Yeah, you're totally right, Laurel. We definitely did. So we talked about like what's one thing we want to do before the year's over. We've definitely done.
Oh,
those
okay.
goals.
Then ignore the one thing you want to do before the year's over and just say one thing you're proud of that you've accomplished this year. Ignore your hopes and dreams. Just think about your prides.
Third place in the basketball tournament. The
Hell
regional basketball tournament.
yeah.
Pretty good.
And you guys are looking at Ravendine Public High School's most valuable player, so don't let him undersell that one.
Woo!
I had a good game, but
It was the greatest game.
You had a great season.
Francis in general is better than me. But I did have a good couple games. But thank you.
I mean, like, you're a freshman. You've got 3 other years to even get better.
Which one is
Yeah.
Francis? Is Francis the one with all the freckles?
Yeah, he's short, but he's really, really fast.
Yeah.
Well, short.
Speedy
He's like
legs.
6'1".
Who else?
I'm pretty proud of having some hangouts with you guys that that our audience doesn't always have to be a part of.
I'm proud of you too, Teach.
Not that I don't appreciate our audience. I do. But
Hi, audience.
What's
I
up,
need-
TJ Townies? That was it, right?
Jay Townies,
Yes, Laurel.
that's right. Never forget.
How could I?
But yeah, I'm definitely I think I'm starting to realize the importance of living in the moment rather than recording everything. So starting to.
I guess I'm proud of my internship. I've like never had a job before or whatever, and like it doesn't totally suck. So that's been kind of exciting.
Laurel, I know or Berkeley, I know you're their only, employee, but I did notice you have been Employee of the Month for the last 3 months. They have your little name on the wall and everything.
Yeah, they thought it would be a nice little thing now that they like have employees, that it would be like a nice incentive. It is a little silly since like no one else really works there, but like maybe one day there'll be other people and then they can be like, wow, that person's so inspiring that they got Employee of the Month so many times. I want to be like that, and then they don't have to know that I was the only person there. They can like just be inspired.
So I haven't actually seen it. Berkeley, do they take a different photo every month, or is it identical photos just with a different month attached to it?
No, they let me take a different photo because otherwise it would kind of look like serial killer pictures, I feel like. So they do let me take a different photo. It is like kind of in the same area, but like I try to like angle my head differently or whatever so you can tell it's not like creepily up.
So that way you can like differentiate like the months, you know?
That is true.
Like you wore a top hat in this month, and then you wore a monocle in the next one, and then I don't know, we'll have to get creative. It'll be
I was
fun.
thinking like different colored headbands, but like maybe one time we can do a headband with like a little hat on it. You know how they make the like little like tiny little hats? Maybe we'll start there and see how it goes.
I don't know. I think one with like a fake mustache and like a different name as like a secret identity would be kind of funny.
You just gotta think outside of the
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, it is like a fashion boutique, so I do
You
have
have
to like
fairy
try
wings, you can have
line.
a Trixie month.
Yeah, maybe I could do that one time. We'll think about it.
Are you saying that fake mustaches aren't fashionable?
No one needs to justify a fake mustache.
I just think for me personally, it maybe wouldn't be a great look.
I'm with you, Teej. I think it's great.
I think you should not knock something until you try it.
Well, maybe I'll try it not in a photo that's going to be hung on the wall for every customer to see first and see how I feel about it, and then we can see.
Okay.
Ivan, Laurel.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I did this thing because I was like supposed to make friends, and like I'd like to think I did that. So
I like very much to think that you did that too, because that means you consider us your friends, and I certainly consider you my friend.
I
Yeah.
agree.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird to say that like this is the thing that I'm proud of, but I guess this is the thing that I'm proud of. So
Well, now that you said it's weird, I don't know how to feel about it.
I think it's cool, Laurel.
I think
well, like
it's-
everyone's saying all these other things that they've like done, like things they've done, and like
No, I'm with you. I was full gonna say that. I am still gonna full say that.
It's
And
so.
then
I mean,
just-
I'm proud of it too. I mean, we all kind of come from different places. We're all from like a different area of the school, and it's kind of cool that all 5 of us came together. Yeah.
Also, you got to show your cookie making skills to this club, so that can be like your caveat pride. You're like, oh, I need to do something extra. You can say you also make beautiful cookies as part of this club.
also learned how to decorate a cookie. Yeah.
And
Tertiary,
your
she's the
stuff.
first actress off book in Legally Blonde.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, it helps that I have like 5 lines, but thanks.
Still.
You're in a lot of things now, Laurel.
Yeah, and the bubble group. You have a lot of friends. It's not just us.
Yeah, and Friendship Club.
And
So-
Friendship Club.
You have lots of things going on, Laura.
It's
The fact-
definitely
you know-
different from where we started, that's for sure.
You think this is like the coolest thing about all those things? I think that's cool.
Well, y'all are pretty cool.
Ivan?
I said it. It's the fact I have friends now. I'm not on my own.
Yeah.
You'll always have us, Ivan.
Thank you.
Everyone
TJ.
else, and then your best friend.
Co-best friend.
Co-secondary
Co-third
best friend.
We share slot number 3, and don't you forget it.
You know, guys, when I thought to ask this question this morning, I was also planning on saying this club and having friends and stuff, but then Josh Long tried to give me a swirly again at recess, and I used that elbow to the crotch move that Finn and Andy were helping me practice. I think Berkeley patented it, and he cried, and I don't think I'm going to get swirlied again.
Oh, that's why he was
very proud.
crying.
That's awesome.
That was a good fourth period, not gonna lie.
Proud of you.
Actually, if everybody, if our audience wants to go through his Twitter posts of the last 10 years and just find some terrible things to share, that would be fantastic and show the world how terrible of a person he is.
Gossip Ghoul, you got a job.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe I shouldn't say this on Q2, but I'm for sure gonna hip check him during gym. That might see him for you, Jules.
Thanks, Andy. All right, then with that, I think we're back. All of you in the cave or by the door, scattering of shades and pixies, fairies around the room. When all of a sudden the light grows a bit brighter, and you all glance up and see the moon almost perfectly framed in the hole of the volcano to the sky. And immediately a hush falls throughout the gathered shades, pixies, the few humans, as they all start to move in towards that long, raised, flat area of volcano rock, lava rock, and the two step up on the stage. The one short with almost glowing red eyes and red wings, the shade with the bug legs crackling and kicking and dancing on his shoulder, and the two of them look out over the gathered crowd. And both begin to smile. And immediately a round of applause as the fairies, the shades, all begin to clap and holler. Legend and Finn, do you guys join in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jarvis, Trixie, Lubjorn, as you guys are kind of scanning over the crowd, you do note Preeks and Stinger amidst the gathered group, kind of hanging in the back. But they are there. And the applause dies down, and the fairy begins to speak. He grins broadly and says, "Thank you to my brothers, my sisters, my siblings, those of you born of the chaos or called to it. I thank you for joining me here again, for your diligence to our cause, for your blood, your fears, your lives laid down. Tonight, we have come together, as we have many times before, to simply plan, to simply discuss, evaluate, consider our next steps of bringing the civilization to her knees. But tonight, we have something extra special for you all. And as he finishes his words, the spider shade straightens up, kind of letting the dark hood fall back. You see small, broken, insect-like wings sticking out from his back. No way strong enough to carry him. And he's holding this bundle that you all see now is not so much package as it is a wrapping of cloth. And the shade begins to speak. In a deep, grumbling voice that all of a sudden jumps up with a break, high and scratching, and then continues on deep. As he says, "For years, your devotion has been recognized, and today it will be rewarded. The Lord has presented himself to us, to the faithful, to the hungry. We will honor the mother's child, the child of the chaos, the child we all serve." And there's kind of a rushing of whispers spreading throughout the crowd. Some people looking nervous, some people looking excited, some people kind of surging forward to press closer to the stage. Is there anything any of you all would like to do in this kind of brief moment of readjustment?
What are Griggs and Stinger doing?
Still kind of hovering to the back of the crowd. They've taken a few steps in as kind of everyone has shifted, but they haven't moved in close to the middle.
I'm gonna look over at Finn and kind of like give a look like, what do we do?
I'm gonna get a little bit closer, and I want to see if I can like get a better look at what this guy is holding.
Finn, you kind of give up on the stay hidden method and kind of push your way forwards in the crowd, kind of joining the surge, moving forwards. And I want you to roll to discern realities.
That's with what again? Sorry.
Wisdom.
Wisdom? That's a 9.
Okay, you get to ask me one question. Your question is kind of just, you can ask one of these or you can just say my question is about, just let me know what you're trying to see, basically.
Yeah. I mean, what is about to happen? I'm trying to...
Okay, yeah. As you kind of push in, getting close enough to see more clearly, he's holding this bundle of cloth, and the cloth just faintly is starting to move, pressed outwards, kicked against. The cloth is shifting, and there is something living in there. Is there anything you would like to try to do with this information?
I mean, it's sketchy, but... I mean, I relay, I guess, to Legend and just say gruffly, "It's alive."
It's alive!
It's alive! I mean, both the idea, I don't know if I want to tell anybody else, but, like, we're here and it's alive and I don't know what to do.
I will relay all that to Jarvis.
Yeah, I see that. I'd really like to make it unalive.
I mean, with it, I'm trying, is it, I can make it unalive potentially, or at least try, but it's gonna blow cover, so I'm not sure that I'm gonna do that yet. I'm gonna sit right here and watch it do its thing. Because I can't even see what it is, right? I just know that it's moving and alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still, I mean, it's completely wrapped up.
Yeah.
You can ask me questions about what it looks like in the wrapping, but...
Right.
Legend, you hear in your head. If it were just me, I would already be going for them. That's why I leave the call to you. Or any of the others, though if they make the call, we're gonna see it before anything else.
Sorry.
Consider me your weapon for the time being. When you want it used, tell me. In the meantime, unless something goes very wrong, I trust your judgment. I will wait.
Growth. You hear that in your head.
Alright. The crowd is surging forward. LeBjorn's still in the doorway, Trixie pressed to the wall, Jarvis in the kind of perch on the wall, Finn and Legend.
Am I? So sorry. Am I in? I'm not doing anything yet, but am I in throwing range
Yes.
of the thing? Okay, great.
Okay. So they rush in, and the fairy speaks again. Our God has come to you. So rise up, go forth, make them bleed.
Oh.
And as he says this, the shade pulls on the blanket, lifting it up and away. And as it unfolds and lifts, before you all can even see what's under it, there is a dripping of dark, thick liquid down to the floor of the stone wall. And as the blanket lifts, there is a long, wailing cry as the creature underneath starts to scream. It's about the size of a baby, and almost vaguely baby-shaped, a big head, small stubby limbs poking off of the torso, but it's dripping with a dark ooze, some of which looks like blood as it flows more quickly, some of which is thick and slow like oil. Its entire body is slick. A tiny bit of soft tufting hairs on its head, sticking with the liquid. Wide eyes that seem too big for its face and entirely black. Bloody teeth, full adult teeth that are not right in the face of the baby, and it gnashes its teeth and slams tiny fists that have tiny claws poking out, and it just kind of thrashes in the shade's hand, and an eruption of applause, of clamor as the shades and the fairies kind of surge forwards, rushing up towards it, reaching out hands to try to touch the feet, the back, whatever they can reach of these creatures.
I'm gonna lean over to Finn. What the fuck?
Legend.
Do we think it's a baby god? Do we, or just like a little demon? What is?
Legend.
Jules, does it look like they're all trying to like give it more blood, or just like they love it so they want to touch it?
You know what, Trixie? Berkeley, out of character here. The trick to being a good DM is knowing sometimes when your players have better ideas than you do. So I was going with they just want to touch it. But having heard that idea, as they surge forward, some of them are biting at their fingers or scratching at their own blades and letting their hands bleed as they reach up to try to touch the child.
I just wanted to know if it was a timed thing, like if it was about to get stronger. That was all I wanted.
Well, they're giving it more blood.
I'm gonna think, Jarvis. Should we kill it? Should we kill it now?
Are you giving me permission?
Because I want it to die.
Good. Jarvis goes and is going to try the same trick he used on the cultist, which is get above them, turn into a rock, and fucking drop off.
Squish the baby! I hate that I'm saying it, but squish the baby.
Yes, Spider and the weird demon child are top of the list. But, you know, if they're all surging forward, if I get somebody else in there...
I picked the wrong moment. Okay. How did we do this last time? What were the rolls?
I just shifted and had to make a roll to shift again. And I will take damage, because I'm falling from stupid, but I'm crushing them in the process.
Okay. How high up are you flying? It goes up to the night sky, so you can go pretty high.
I want to make sure it's dead, so I'm going about halfway up that shaft.
Okay.
And
let's say 50 feet up the shaft? 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You fly up. Is there anything else anyone else is doing kind of in this brief moment?
Can I aid him?
No. Unfortunately.
Okay.
You got your one time to do it.
There's gotta be how are you aiding him?
Well, my fear is that if he comes blasting through, they're gonna see him. So I figure if they look at me...
You want to distract?
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, hell yeah, you can aid if what you're doing is distracting.
Do I see any of this? Do I see this unfold?
If TJ is shouting loudly, yes, you see TJ shouting loudly.
Okay. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna ready my fireball.
Okay. Andy is trying to ready a fireball. TJ, roll to aid as you start to shout.
Is it charisma?
Yeah.
10.
Guys, I'm so sorry I can't be playing awesome intense music for you guys right now. Alright. That was a 10.
That's okay. Peach will hum
to
something
aid.
cool for us.
10 to aid.
Okay. So that will be a +2, I believe, to Jarvis when he rolls to shift. +1, I don't remember. LeBjorn is prepping his fireball. Finn and Trixie, you both see as TJ starts shouting. Is there anything you would like to do in reaction to that?
I want to actually launch a fireball.
Oh shit! Okay, I see. I'm sorry. I thought you were holding it and waiting. Cool.
No, they're all crowded together. I want to let it
burn them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let it loose.
Yeah. You're gonna roll to make me a fireball. Jarvis is gonna roll to shift with the aid from Legend. Finn and Trixie, what are you guys doing?
So I'm next to Legend. Legend, what are you saying right now? I know you're distracting, but what are you saying?
I am okay. So I have two ways of going, but I've already yelled, so I just need to make a decision. Okay.
Oh yeah. I rolled a 30, by the way.
That's a false god. I've got the real one here in my hands. And I've got the bundle of clothes that I was wearing before I changed into this outfit in my hands. And I'm kind of using my thumbs on the on the side away from them to push to make it look like there's something inside as well.
There's movement.
Oh my god.
And so, if you're doing that to kind of go off what happened in the first session, I'm like, that's the god Oh my, that's a god. Oh god. Gosh.
This is the joy of role-playing games, that in books or movies or TV shows, when something like that happens, it was pre-written. None of us pre-intended that full circle. And yet... Oh my god, alright. Oh god,
And,
it's
and
a god.
the first session was Finn and I perched like
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm loving it. It's perfect.
Alright, and Trixie.
So I don't know what that does, if I can use that to help with whatever distraction is going on.
Is there a role-playing bonus that we get? Because
There would be, but we're past it.
What?
Berkeley.
Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of useless compared to what everyone else is doing, but I think the only thing I can do is throw a dagger, so I guess I'll do that.
Alright.
May I make a suggestion, possibly?
Yeah.
Throw the shade poison at the thing holding the child so it can't shift and get out of the way.
Okay, sure.
also a note: you're never useless, by the way.
You are never useless.
Oh, well, thank you. It's more about I'm trying to figure out who to throw a dagger at, because I feel like I'm going to, like, prick them with a dagger, and they're going to be like, oh, that hurt, and then they're going to get crushed by a rock, which, like, my character doesn't know, but, like...
Yes,
yeah,
but
that's
again,
a good thought about the
if he
not
stays
shifting.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I'll do that. Now, I will say, Jules, in the spirit of honesty, what the poison actually says is makes a shade not be able to shift, ? Because it's an experimental.
Yeah, we don't know.
So, just
Right.
in
Oh, that's
honesty.
right.
Thank you for
But
the
yeah.
reminder, Berks. I would not have remembered that.
But, yeah, I'm going to throw that at the spider thing.
Okay.
Shade.
Spider-Man.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and make a ranged attack. Roll
Spider is
to,
his name,
holy
right?
shit.
That's what you said.
Guys, it's been so long. Volley. Roll to volley.
All right. And I've got a whole bunch of shenanigans
You have
going
so
on
much
here.
shit.
Sneak attack. Sneak.
Yeah, and I just took something that I get more for sneak attack, so we got a lot happening. That's a D10. I don't want that. Where's my D8? Here's my D8. Okay. Oh. I rolled to attack. How do I roll? I'm doing this wrong. Jules, it's been so long. I rolled 2d6 to attack, right? And then my die is for the damage?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, sorry. Okay,
No,
sorry. I rolled
I'm
a
so
D8.
sorry. I was...
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, I got a 14 to hit.
Okay.
And so, gosh, what do I do? I have, so it's usually a D8, which I got a 6 on. And then when I attack with a ranged weapon, I get +2 damage, so that's a 10. And then I have, so where's, oh, backstab, right? That's the, yeah, surprise or defense. Oh, it's melee. Never mind. I can't do that. But I did just take dirty fighting, which is I get an extra 1d8.
Okay.
Which I got a 7 on, so that's 17.
Trixie.
And it has the poison.
You toss that dagger. It flies above the crowd's heads. Laurel, you hear a moment of whistling in your ear, and you know that that's your girl tossing the dagger as it just sinks into the chest of the shade. Finn, I need you to roll to parlay. That's with charisma.
Me? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That's a 5.
Phenomenal.
I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, nah.
Nope, just fun for me. As you say, oh, look, it's the god.
I mean, it sounds like about a 5. That
Yeah.
that sounds like a 5.
It was a 5
Yeah.
delivery. Andy, you rolled like a 13 to do your fire shit, right?
Yes.
All right, can
And
you read
I-
that move aloud? Guys, it's been so long since we're in combat. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hyped.
yeah. Okay. You evoke a mighty ball of flame that envelops your target and everyone nearby, inflicting 2d6 damage, which ignores armor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fantastic. The knife sinks into his back as the fire fucking explodes. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 on damage, and as I'm doing it, I'm yelling out, "For caramel!"
Incredible. TJ, you're holding the thing up high. You're making it wriggle. You rolled your 8. Ivan, you rolled to shift into a rock as you plummet down.
With the
Are
8,
you
it's a
Kirby
12.
down being this guy?
Yes. In fact, it's not just like a normal rock because I have Chimera now. So why would I make normal rocks?
Right.
It's basically the inside of a geode, a very large geode, but instead of crystals inside, it's swords like an Iron Maiden. And he's gonna be on the inside.
Okay. Fantastic. So you're falling about 60 feet. The fire explodes. The dagger hits. TJ is shouting. Half the people are rushing the child. Half the people are turning and kind of rushing at Legend. Some at Finn. Jarvis. That was 60 feet. So what is your damage die?
If assuming we count this as something dangerous, suitably dangerous, a D8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 3d8. No, you're a whole ass dagger. Roll 68. There'll be one for every 10 feet.
Where are my D8s? There's the other one. Okay, I only have 3, so I'm gonna have to... 8, 13, 17... 25, 30, 34.
34. Would you like to roll 68 again, or take that number twice?
What happens if I roll it again?
You have a different number.
So I'm taking... Wait, what did I just roll?
You rolled 68 for
Okay.
the damage of having something fall on you from 60 feet.
Okay, so that was for them, and if I don't roll again, I take that amount guaranteed. But I could roll higher or lower if I like gambling, because if I take this, I am dead. So let's go for the chance that I'm not dead. We're not doing good, folks. No matter what, I go down, so...
I'm going to do something. I'm going to use my divine intervention. Can I use my divine intervention?
You may be able to. You are casting fireball at the moment. So maybe in a minute you can.
Okay.
You cannot cast 2 spells at once. Especially because the plan is you watch him fall, you know? So you may be able to cast divine intervention at some point, but the plan was watch him fall.
But
So
I mean,
nothing
I
is
thought-
going wrong yet, according to your viewpoint.
To be fair, he didn't know that was the plan.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Only
see that-
Legend knew there was something happening, and what it was is...
So I can never use this on, like, not my turn?
You can use it on not your turn.
Okay.
It's not like a simultaneous thing, just because specifically at this moment, I've got you fireballing.
Okay, that's fine.
Can we... Okay, this is a big ask, and maybe it won't work. But, I don't know how it's going to work, but in theory, if Jarvis, like, hits the ground and it's bad news, it would be... You wouldn't be a rock, right? Like, you would shift back
form,
or
correct.
something.
Mm-hmm.
So if I notice him shifting form, can I use the, like, 1 balance I have stored to, like, help?
What do your balances do?
It's essentially healing. And we've talked about it being, like, field medic-y, but also shifting more towards the magic side, because there's that whole aspect of, is she actually a champion of Broden? We don't know.
You may be able to, but I'm gonna rule the same way I just ruled with Lobjorn, was I asked really specifically what's happening at the same time here. So you may be able to get to him and help with something with that heal medic. It still may be useful, but at the moment, he hits as the fireball explodes and there is candemonium. You all do watch as Jarvis shifts from rock to sprawled shade on the ground and does not promptly get back up. So now, as he's hit, as the fireball has exploded, as the knife has sunk into the back of the shade, what you all see is Jarvis on the ground, a splattered fairy next to him, half a crushed Shade, legs under what was the rock. Shade still living and growling, but Berkeley, Trixie, not shifting, and lying on its side, right beside the still body of Jarvis, is still the screaming baby. Now, Lebjorn, Finn, Trixie, Legend, you each can have a chance to react to this. And this one is more in order of, you can see what someone is doing first.
I'm gonna yell at everyone again. Kill the false god! Everyone, if you truly believe in this god here, kill the false one!
I'm gonna have you roll to parlay.
Come on.
10.
Okay, great. Lebjorn, Finn, Trixie.
I'm gonna trust that Lebjorn's got this, because it's also gonna take me time to get over there, I guess. And I'm going to use Through Death's Eyes, because I want to use it at least one time before this campaign is over, I guess.
You got what
Oh,
now?
I know what move you're about to fucking use!
What are you doing, Laurel?
So I rolled a 7, which Through Death's Eyes says, when you go into battle, roll plus wisdom, which is 7 plus 0, so it's just a 7. On a 7 to 9, name somebody, an NPC, who will live or someone who will die.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah,
so you get
why
to
not?
kill
So this is
someone?
like an auto kill?
I guess. I mean, if I rolled badly, it means that I take negative things throughout the entire battle for the rest of the battle.
And it's only once a battle, but
Yeah.
that's the fighters, big final move.
Unlike a 10 or whatever, it's you name someone who will live and someone who will die. A 7 to 9, it's or, and a 6 minus, I see my own death, and I take negative stuff throughout the whole battle.
Yikes.
Damn.
I'm going for the baby.
Yeah.
Good.
So I don't know what that means narratively, but that God is marked for death.
I don't know. What does it look like, Laurel, as you look into the eyes of death for the first time?
I think it's just this, like, strange moment of clarity where for a second it's like she's stepped out and she sees that there are all of these different, like, strings of fate that are going around, and she sees the one solidify as, like, this is now the story that will be written. And she doesn't know how it will be written, but this is the one string of fate that is the truth now.
Okay. Fantastic. And the baby is still crying. I've got Legend, I've got Finn, Trixie, and Lebjorn.
Yeah, so sorry, just for I'm sorry, look, go ahead, you do your thing first.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I'm unclear, like, because I was gonna potentially just think of attack the baby, but is the baby just gonna implode? Like,
I
what did
honestly
Laurel do?
I hope not.
don't know, Jules. That's up to you.
No, the baby
'cause
does not automatically die. It means that by the end of the fight, it will be dead.
Oh, okay, great.
Finn, baby exploder.
Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
the baby is
Hey,
not going to
okay.
immediately explode. It's like a destiny by the end of the fight.
Well,
Got
Finn specific. Oh no. Trixie specifically said implode, which I think is even more horrifying.
That is-
Yeah.
Oh God.
yeah,
Um,
but less splattery, you know.
Yeah, but still more like wrinkles and pulls that I didn't want on a baby or anyone, but like still.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. Implosion is horrifying.
Thank you for that image, Teach. Awful.
Do you have something immediately that you want to do, Trix, or
I was
should
gonna
I
do
go?
something, but I can't do anything to help Jarvis. So if you want, I can do my attack thing, and then you can help him, or did you want to help him first?
I think I want to help him first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna click my heels, activate my Air Jordans, and leap towards Jarvis. I'm gonna kneel by him. Is he alive or is he dead?
That's a great question that involves a move we have not used this
I know,
entire
and we're
campaign.
sure gonna be using it. As you crouch down, there is no sign of breath. There is blood leaking and burns across his body.
Okay, so I don't know if he's alive or dead.
He's dead. I'm so sorry. That was my dramatic
Oh.
way of saying he's dead.
Okay.
There's no breath. There's no movement.
I
Apologies. My bad, Andy.
okay. I'm going to kneel beside him, and I'm going to cast Resurrection.
Okay, how does resurrection work?
So tell the GM you would like to resurrect a corpse whose soul has not yet fully departed this world. Resurrection is always possible, but the GM will give you one or more, possibly all of these conditions to fulfill. It's going to take days, weeks, months. You must get help from blank. It will require a lot of money. Oh, jeez. You must sacrifice blank to do it.
Okay.
The GM may, depending on the circumstances, allow you to resurrect the corpse now, with the understanding that the conditions must be met before it's permanent, or require you to meet the conditions before the corpse is resurrected.
Okay. Whew. So, you are asking Broden to resurrect Jarvis. You hear the voice kind of deep in your ear. I can help if you're willing to help pay the price. You must help to ensure. Sorry, I should have finished that sentence before I started speaking it. I knew it, I knew the meaning, and I didn't get to the words in my brain. Sorry. My phrasing, I'm reading two moves that have the same phrasing, and I'm trying to say them both at the same time.
Take your time. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is only whether or not Jarvis lives.
I know. Yeah.
No pressure.
You can help him survive if you make the same sacrifice. That wasn't a very good Broden voice, but I got the words out at least. Bruh!
Okay.
Dude, you're being a real bro right now. I think
Yeah.
it's real sick, man, but I gotta be honest. That death dude, he's not a real bro, you know? He's not a bro. So, I can help, but, you know, he's not a bro, and you might have to be an extra bro. You get what I'm saying? you double bro it, you know, so your bro can bro it and bro on out of there.
Is Broden asking me to yeet myself from the sky? Because I would do that.
I'm very
he's.
confused, Jules.
I mean, metaphorically, yes.
Okay.
He's kind of like, yeah, he's like trying to. He's got a hand towards Jarvis's body and a hand out towards you.
I'm sorry. Does Andy have to die? Like, does this character have to die? Is that what's happening?
Like a life for a life,
You've
bro?
been told. No, you've been told you will share the sacrifice, not you will die in his place.
Okay. Sorry,
Okay.
Andy, do whatever you want.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that I did not make that clear. I'm so sorry. This was, guys, you all are really pulling. I should have reread all of your playbooks. You are pulling out some moves I was not prepared for.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. And as he grabs your hand, he grabs Jarvis's hand. You all watch as Andy, just kneeling beside Jarvis's body, goes limp and collapses onto the ground beside him.
Wait, do I have to roll for the spell?
Oh, I forgot you rolled to cast a spell. Whoops. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a dumb.
No, you're not.
You're just tired.
I am very tired.
We've pulled a
And you
lot
guys are
today.
so
Okay.
cool. You guys
No,
are.
we're good.
I'm just in awe of how cool you all are.
We're good. I rolled like a 14.
Okay, great. Yep, you collapse.
Okay.
I believe Trixie.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do an aggressive thing before I help. Sorry, guys, but I figured Jarvis would prefer that. So what I'm gonna do is I don't know if this is gonna work or what this is gonna do, but I figured I'd try it. I'm gonna throw one of my daggers at the baby thing, and I'm gonna use my poison that it says until cured, the poison applied to the target cannot use magic. So if it's using like any kind of like magic to keep itself alive, I'm hoping that'll stop it. But yeah, that's kind of my plan.
Oh my
This is
hope
god.
what
I hit it.
happens. Oh man.
I mean, preferably if I'm close enough that I can run up and like definitely stab it, I'll do that too.
Yeah,
But
you can. If you want to throw it, you can throw it. But if you want to kind of leapfrog, you've been invisible. No one has seen you. You can race towards the baby to try to get in to stab.
oh,
up
actually,
close.
I totally not to be like, I don't know, is there a word for like using the rules instead of the story? I don't know, but I definitely would
Cool story.
rather use my dex than my strength to hit it. So I guess I'll throw my dex.
Okay, sounds good. I'm so sorry,
Oh,
Trixie.
thank goodness.
But before, don't you have something as one of your things that lets you use your dex even in hand-to-hand combat?
I don't think
I
so.
think backstab would do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, backstab. You.
Oh, because you said I'm so surprising. Okay, I'll totally do that then. That's great, 'cause I want to be over there anyway. So perfect.
Yes, so sorry. You're, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll totally do that then. And I got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay. I mean, you're gonna hit.
Great. Then I get 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll.
Sorry, if you're hack and slashing, you get to add damage and avoid the attack. If you're up in melee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. I'm so
There's just
sorry.
other options, so I was reading those because
Yes.
it's been like 4
I'm
weeks
so
since we
sorry.
played.
I was looking at volley. Guys, we haven't done combat in so long.
Great. Okay.
It's okay.
So I'm gonna do a lot of damage here. Okay. Oh, but I rolled a 1, so that's not great. Okay, so I got a 1, and then I do an extra d6 for 3, but then I get an extra d8 because of my dirty fighting. Okay, so 9.
9. And
9.
did you do your extra damage from hack and slash?
What?
Hack and slash, you at your option you can choose. Oh, I forgot. Yes, sorry. You can choose to deal an extra d6 of damage if you had exposed yourself to an attack.
No, because with backstab I can choose to not be in melee
Right.
and to hit them. So I did
Trixie,
that.
you're perfect.
Great.
Berkeley,
Okay. 9
don't take any
damage.
shit from me. You know exactly
No
what the fuck
magic.
you're doing.
Great. Magic gone. Little bit of damage.
It's
Yeah.
like cutting into
Yeah.
rubber
Oh.
as you
Oh.
stab your knife in. Okay.
Jules, this is disgusting, and I think you just gave us all nightmares.
Yes, definitely.
Sorry.
I think it's
Um,
cool, Jules.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's cool,
story.
but
It's
Like this?
cool, but also disgusting.
Yes.
Could be both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
This makes me want to
Legend,
like sit by a campfire and listen to you tell scary stories, Jules.
I would love to take you all camping sometime if you ever wanted to go.
The
That would be
last time was a
awesome.
little scary, but just you and I, though.
I'm with a group. It'll probably be less scary, Ledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Trixie
What?
is. Yes, Finn.
I had a quick question because I was rereading because it sounds like you're like hopping to Legend, and I had a quick question because I was rereading the like rule thing because I also wanted to do the thing and didn't 100% know how it was gonna happen, and I reread it and it looked like it's talking about like the person trying to make a vision come true, and I was hoping that I could use the like visiony thing to also help Legend with the like the crowd turns on it because it says like
That was my
the
intention.
GM will help the vision come true. So I would lean. Could the vision of how it works be that the tide's kind of turning to actually like it's not just us fighting the baby. It's
Yeah.
that.
I was
What was
envisioning the hyenas against Scar from the Quiet King kind of deal.
Yeah, I love it. As Laurel's eyes kind of flash with the vision, and Legend is shouting, "Destroy the false god!" As Trixie slides through the crowd on her knees, stabbing the dagger in. Your hands are immediately coated in a thick, dripping mix of oil and blood. As LeBjorn collapses down unconscious, we are going to the special move, Last Breath. When you're dying, you catch a
Stay stepping
glimpse. What?
I
Special
just
move.
want to be helpful. Go ahead.
Last Breath? Am I doing something wrong, Burks?
No, I was just hoping. I have healing potions I want to give them, and I was hoping that before they were dead, I could give them healing potions. But that's okay. Go ahead.
I mean,
What-
I don't
so
know
that's
about LeBjorn, but I definitely just took more than 34 points of damage, so
So does my resurrection not do anything?
we're finding out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way Last Breath works is when you're dying, you catch a glimpse of what lies beyond the black gates of Death's kingdom. Then you roll, you add nothing. Normally, you roll, you add nothing. Because of Andy's resurrection spell, LeBjorn and Jarvis, you two are standing together on this hill, looking through the gates. One of you will roll for both of you with advantage on both dice. You roll both d6 twice and take the higher number from each.
Roll
And,
4 dice, take the highest 2 numbers, or roll
4 dice
2.
take the highest 2 numbers.
Got it.
But before you roll, I would love for each of you to describe what you see through the gates. You're standing next to each other on the hill. You're looking through the same black, thick wrought iron gates, but you are each seeing your own vision of what lies beyond, of what lies inside Death's kingdom. So let's start with Bjorn, as you stand on
no.
this gray, or Ivan, whoever. I'll give you both a few seconds to think about
Thank
it.
you. Jeez.
I mean,
As you
while
stand
you're
on this
thinking
hill.
about it, if we know we're next to each other, Jarvis just kind of looks at you, LeBjorn. Please don't tell me you were below me when I fell.
No.
I can't see as a rock. Okay, did I get him? Did I get him?
You really got him, and then the rest of us also got him. So this looks good, and I'm here to help you come back.
Everyone got him. And I think knowing that the shades can kind of see two things beyond, depending on how life was. oblivion or kind of back to nature. Their memories kind of live in the next body, but their souls are put to rest. And knowing that everybody got them, a little concerned that LeBjorn's here right now, but if he's here to help, then he probably didn't die. But everyone is strong enough to protect themselves, to live in the chaotic world that is Amaranth. So I think Jarvis just sees a massive kind of forest where other shades that have helped their charges reach this point are kind of gathered.
I don't know what I'm describing. Am I describing like the Broden afterlife, or am I describing like?
If that's where LeBjorn's headed,
That's up to you.
Okay, I mean, I'm describing the Broden afterlife, I think the gate is actually golden, and like through it, you see like this like Colosseum, like golden giant Colosseum, and there are like fireworks and like streamers falling down all around, and it's like a celebration, and it's like a competition between all of like the past champions of Broden.
Okay. And that is LeBjorn and Jarvis standing in front of the gates. Like I said, I need 4 dice. We take the 2 highest. You guys can, one of you can roll all 4, each of you can roll 2, whatever you want to do. I just need 4 numbers.
It's your death technically, so I'm just here to share in it.
Yeah, but that means if I roll poorly, you might die too. Share the sacrifice doesn't mean.
Do you want to roll separately then?
You're
Or like-
having the same score. You guys are having
Right.
the same score. Just
Right.
I mean, like each of us. Do you want to roll? Each of us roll twice, or roll once, and then get the best 2 numbers out of the 4? Is that what
You
prefer?
came to help, so I leave it up to you. Because I'd only be rolling 2 dice if I were dead alone. So that makes sense to me, but
Okay,
you know what? Share the sacrifice, share the roll.
sure. Let's share the roll. Four and a 2.
5 and a 4.
that is 5 and a 4 are our highest
9.
numbers, which is a 9.
I have one question, Jules, and it's okay if the answer's no. I don't know if LeBjorn used his, but Jarvis never used his D4.
I also haven't used mine.
Yeah, you know what? Because both of you haven't used them, you each can roll them. I was gonna say give me the higher number. It doesn't really matter because it's a 9.
Either way, we hit 10.
Yeah. So you two are able to spend that D4 to make it a 10. And immediately, the 2 of them lying side by side on the pillar, the breath floods back into your lungs. You each have, I'm gonna say 10 hit points.
Can I have, like, as I'm rising, as the both of us are rising, my pigeon is in the background with, like, wings splayed going, caw!
I forgot about your fucking pigeon, Andy. Oh my god. Yeah, Larry is in the background, wings flying out and cawing. Alright, you guys are conscious. 10 hit points on the stage. And what you see is chaos as Legend holds this bundle and Finn is staring into the chaos and the shades and the fairies are flooding towards this creature that Trixie is holding and sinking her dagger into. The thing's head is tipping back as its mouth just drops open and a bit of blood flies onto your face as it screams even louder. And the
See, I
fairies and
told you-
shades flooding in.
I told you we mostly got it.
I missed. Damn it.
And it can't do magic. The shade on the ground next to it cannot transform. I'm going to give each of you another action in this moment.
I'm gonna yell once again, kill the false god. Kill it now.
You're going to give me another parlay roll. With advantage this time. From Laurel's pulling on the threads. So roll me.
12 total.
Okay, great. Finn, Trixie.
Well, I was gonna, because I don't know how much light they have or whatever, but they're standing, which is exciting. So I was gonna do a thing where I went over and I stabbed the thing, and then I turned and threw them both health potions because I have 2.
You know what, Trixie? That's cool as hell. I'll allow it. And I'll even let you melee smash, Hulk smash it with advantage because you're holding it in your hand. It's pretty hard for you to miss here.
Stab
Oh, you're gonna
it
be
again.
stab it again.
Stab it again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting. I thought I was like, oh, I just stabbed it and now I'm throwing, but that's so exciting. All right, great. I'll stab it again. No problem. Alright. I got a 9 both times, so 9 you're dead.
Okay.
Right, 'cause it's just like a regular hack and slash because it is no longer surprised that I'm here.
Yes.
I mean, it's defenseless, right?
It's defenseless.
It can't
That's
do
a good
magic.
point. No, it's with your dex. Defenseless. Thank you.
Oh, defense
Ivan,
is
what
the
would I
thing.
do without
Thanks,
you?
Ivan.
I
All right,
got
great.
you.
Then that's a 11.
Okay, 11.
So what is this? That's not what I want. 16. 18 points of damage, and I'm not in melee with it.
Okay. Trixie is 18 points of damage as she holds this creature and it gushes blood. Legend is shouting at the people to get the god, and they're starting to grab at its feet and hands and tear. Finn, what are you doing?
How is the shade completely down and out of the fight at this point?
The shade is living. It's kind of still trying to grasp. It's kind of at this point trying to wrap itself around Berkeley to get closer in.
I was gonna say, his legs ain't doing too hot, right? I'm still on top of him.
Well, you're a human. His legs are crushed, but you're not on top of him.
Right. You're right.
I mean, I think Berkeley is dealing with the god. I'll go after the shade to make sure it doesn't get her. So yeah, I mean, I guess I push through the crowd and go for that. Also, in terms of LeBjorn and Jarvis, which one's looking worse? Or are they equal?
I think we're literally equal.
They're equal, drained of color, shaking slightly.
Okay.
Wait, did we get healing potions thrown at us or no?
You got them thrown. You haven't taken them yet, but they've been tossed
Just checking.
on your bodies.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I will go for LeBjorn, and can I use a balance and attack, or do I have to do one?
I'll give it to you. Do them both.
Great. So I'm going to I'll start by attacking. I'm going to attack the shade to essentially keep him down and out of the way.
Okay.
And so
Oh, don't worry. I've got something for him.
7 plus 3, that's a 10.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So wow, it's been a while since I've done any damage. But I don't remember what I rolled. Hold on.
A lot.
It's a lot. I know. Gosh. Okay. So, all right. It's a D10 plus. Sorry, I'm trying to go quickly.
No, you're great, Finn.
Plus 1d4 plus. Right, okay. So that's 8 plus. Oh, right, that's how. Okay. Because I was like, I've definitely rolled more than 2 dice to do this thing before. That would be why. So it's a 10 plus and a d6. So 10 plus 2 piercing, so 12. Yeah, 12.
Okay.
But actually, because why not? I get to reroll a damage roll once per battle.
Hell yeah.
So, and I rolled very fine on that. So that's 12, 4. Yeah, that's better. Okay, thanks. 14. That's 16.
Okay. As you, which sword are you using? Your magical blade or your vorpal sword?
The magical blade.
Okay.
So I think I push through the crowd and then just kind of like backhand with the sword to keep him down and out of the way, and then turn around and actually, since I did damage, I have 2 balance, so I'm just gonna hand on both shoulders, use both balance.
Okay.
And so 5 and 2. One take. Jarvis takes 7, and 3 and 7. Bjorn take 10.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And then Jarvis and LeBjorn, you each have a health potion in your hand. You're feeling the warmth of Finn's touch. It feels familiar to you, LeBjorn, as it kind of eases the pressure on your chest. What are each of you doing?
Even though it
Familiar.
doesn't look like Finn.
Even though it didn't look like Finn, correct.
Wait, familiar in what way? Like familiar as in
Broden.
secretly the touch of Broden?
As in, definitely feels like some Broden shit going on right there.
I knew it. I have that exact same thing that Thor has in Avengers Endgame.
Incredible.
When he's like, I knew it.
Yes!
It was worthy all along.
You knew it.
Okay. You want to go first, Jarvis, or should I?
Oh no, after you.
Okay. I'm assuming that you want to go for the shade. So I am
I've
going
got plans.
I'm going to rev up my Brace of Annihilation, and I'm going to try to annihilate the baby.
Baby that Trixie's wrist deep in, yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Burks, you look displeased with that description.
No, I gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
So I roll
Not
plus
every day you
strength.
kill a demigod.
That's true.
Come on. Okay. We got a 9 plus 2, so 10.
Okay,
Plus, yeah.
fantastic.
So I roll 1d10. Oh, I have to roll in the thing again. Okay. Okay, so 4, but because I have a bird companion, I get to add its help to my damage, so I do 7 damage.
Okay. As you just...
Oh my god, this is my version of a Falcon Punch.
Yep.
I'm gonna call that Broden Punch.
Your Broden punch sinks into the stomach, the gut right below Trixie's knife, and you just feel it give. Jarvis.
Jarvis stands up. Would it be everything if I took the healing potion, or can I do something after taking the potion?
I'm gonna say one thing.
Okay. I'm gonna put the potion away. I'll take it in a minute. I'm doing fine after everything, all things considered. I just reach down and pick Spider up by the still turning spider legs.
You're like pulling the sword, thin sword, through him as you lift him up.
Oh, my apologies. Does that hurt? Finn, can I have this, please?
Oh, sure. And just like uses the sword to like slashes through the torso to get the sword out.
That's gnarly.
Trixie, dear. Well, first looking at the mob. Enough!
Oh, they're not listening to your commands.
Good. Could you give him the god, please?
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
going anywhere.
Okay, sure. Yeah, one non-magical god coming up. I'm gonna like
go.
put my hands on him too.
And as
like,
she
all
hands it
the gods.
over, it's limp. The legs and arms come off as you try to move it, and the beings tear it, and there is just dead weight as she hands it to you, Jarvis.
I'm hoping Spider takes it. I'm hoping this guy takes it, because his arms still work, just not the legs.
Oh, he's barely alive. His eyes aren't even, like, focusing on the child.
Oh, good. This is what your devotion brings you. This is what trying to kill something else in order to bring abominations into this world brings you. Hope your devotion is lava-proof. And I toss both of them into the puddle of lava.
Okay. And they go, and there's a sizzle. And then there's just pandemonium as the shades and the fairies scramble. Different directions, nothing coordinated. They're just all running. Shades, some of them are sinking into the ground. One takes off and wings spread as he shoots up. Some of the shades have picked up their fairy friends. Some seem to have abandoned each other as fairies scatter, humans scatter. They're all just utter chaos and confusion as they race to get away.
To be clear, do they not any longer believe?
Oh, right, you're holding the fake god. No, a bunch of them stay. A few of them
No,
run.
I'm holding the real god.
Yeah.
quote unquote.
No. A few of them run as they see the one get thrown into the lava. Wow, thank you, Tej. Yeah, a lot of them are still standing and staring at you now, waiting for orders.
The god needs your blood to come to life.
No. You hear in your head, Legend. No more blood.
Do we have to kill Legend now? Is he going to become the new head of
It's your choice. I will not stop you if that's what you choose to order them to do.
I mean, do you know I'm ordering them to kill themselves?
That's what it
I
sounds
know.
like.
That's...
I know.
Sacrifice yourself for this god.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that...
you've been parlaying pretty well. I'll have you roll me one more parlay.
Oh my god. I can't believe we're going to have Sudoku on the stream.
I won't. Before committing to that, is that something we agree should not be something that happens?
Yeah, this is good. It's not on the lines and veils, but good moment for the X card if these cult activities make you uncomfortable.
Yes, I
Really?
don't want to. I want to stop right now.
That's very mature of you,
Right.
T.
Yeah.
I just want to say.
Yeah.
The one question I had, and maybe this is like insensitive because it actually has something to do with the next card or whatever, but there was a lot of talk before we got here about someone trying to kill my parents, and no one's really mentioned it.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
no.
just curious if like we need one of these people alive to figure out what the assassination plan is on my parents, or if you just like threw that out the window. Jules.
No, actually, to that point, because one, while I think Legends Plan would actually do it, except a lot of them ran, so maybe not. Actually, you'd hear in your head, Legend, they're listening to you. You get to make this call. But surprisingly, I've had my fill of blood tonight, and Trixie still wants information out of some of them. Just keep that in mind.
Okay. I do. And I say, what you've heard before, what it takes for you to become a true follower of the God that you will soon see before you. What you need to do is live a kinder life, a gentler life, a friendlier life, and no more killing. Please?
I would just love to imagine that at this point the mist transformation fades and it's just legendary. I know it doesn't work, but that would be funny.
Yeah, go ahead and just roll me parlay. And you know what? Because I appreciate the more thoughtful avenue we just took, you can roll that with advantage.
Yeah.
I appreciate the path we went down.
Please is the magic word.
It is.
Yes.
12.
Okay. And there are some mutterings. A few of them have kind of run scattered, but most of them were still standing right here. And kind of glancing at each other, some of them whispering. Loudness outside of the school. They kind of some of them are nodding a little bit, some of them are whispering to each other, but they're all kind of staring at you with this hesitant hope. It looks less even like, yes, this is exactly what we, what we believe we're hearing, and more of a, wow, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't we rather that?
I'm going to Can I roll sleight of hand to achieve a thing? Or I don't know what that is for our system, but
What would you like to achieve? I don't know, TJ.
I'm for entertainment purposes, I don't want to say it out for everyone, but I know I have to tell you, Jules. So
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and roll, and I'm gonna say you can, Berkeley, if you want to roll to aid, I'll say I believe you've been showing TJ tricks.
Great. Oh, I rolled 12. You do your thing, TJ. I believe in you.
Yep, Johnny. Yep.
cool. So like with the teachings, I do I roll or do I still roll?
You still roll, you just add 2.
Oh, okay. 7?
So you do it, but Trixie really obviously sees what you're doing.
Okay,
she
fine.
knows exactly
That's
what
fine.
you're doing.
I'm smuggling an item inside this pile of clothes that I have, and one layer of clothing at a time, I reveal what was inside in my hands, and it's an item that you of the party has seen me carry around with me, as I am a little vain. It's a mirror that I hang in my that I've got in my hands, and I say, "This is the God. The God has been inside of you,
Oh god.
all of you, all along."
Okay.
Be your best self, because no one else gets to decide that for you. Not a scary shade or a horrifying baby god thing. Not even us, but you. You get to decide.
And as the crowd relaxes and there are cheers going up, we're gonna close on that scene. You all took care of this god. You busted up this cult. And you have a bit of a chance after that to rest. Before we do actually close, though, I'd love to have one, mini epilogue scene of all of them in the bar. I don't know how much later that night. A week later? 6
later
months
that
later,
night.
A year later,
Yeah,
that
that
night?
night.
I can commune with Broden and then change my spell to Word of Recall and take us all back to Meadowlark.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are... That's awesome. The Bjorn later that night. What does this Word of Recall look like, Andy?
You know what? I think it's going to look like me drawing a circle on the floor, and then we all stand in that circle, and then everything outside of us seems like turns to dark, like there's just like a spotlight just on us. And then these big golden arms come down and scoop us up, and next thing we know, they're depositing us in the place where I first cast Word of Recall.
Okay, very good. So you all are back in the Tavern of Meadowlark. And this is a chance, basically, to see any last things these characters have to say to each other, any plans they might have in the future. Just the last glimpse of them together and safe and resting after saving much of civilization from some real threats. So it's up to you all whether some of you may have actual conversations in character, some of you may just say, oh yeah, my character's feeling really good, she thinks she's gonna go do this now. It's up to you all.
Before we Word of Recall, I just glared daggers at Preeks and Stinger, point at Trixie and say, you two owe that one brunch. And then we vanish.
Well, I hope you'll come with me to brunch, because you were also owed brunch. So I hope you'll join me for brunch.
We should all meet again.
Yeah,
for
but
brunch.
they don't owe me brunch. They owe you brunch.
Oh, yes, that's true. But I would like you to come to brunch with us.
I will come to brunch.
Thank you.
Honestly, Jarvis, that was pretty big of you to defend Trixie about the brunch thing.
It's the nicest thing you've ever done for me.
It really is! This is so much growth from you, Jarvis.
Because I know how much it hurt you to tell them that. And so I really
It really
appreciate
didn't.
it.
I wanted to throw them in lava. No, not them. They repented. I did want to throw more of them in lava at some point.
The one
It was a
people
nice
you did
one.
throw in lava was very epic, I will say. It really made it was like a nice statement, you know, the fact that it was just those people you threw in the lava. It was nice. It was very artistic. I'm very impressed.
Oh, if we're doing other things before I cast Word of Recall, I was just gonna say I
No,
wouldn't
it's
mind.
totally fine. Of course, yes.
Okay.
No, I'm just laughing because I was like, the scene is closed, we're in the tavern. Y'all are like, no,
Well,
we
no.
were not ready. We did not consent to that scene being closed.
One quick thing. I just want to cast Speak with Dead on the red-winged fairy
Okay.
so that we can get
The
their
puddle?
plans.
I
want
mean,
to
it's
get
pretty flat, but you can talk to it. That's fine.
okay. I want to get the plans for the deal with Trixie's family.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you're able to get some information. The two of them had actually been responsible for that part. The fairy and spider, as they were the two kind of leaders. But
Also, I
so
want to
you
ask
think
this
the
fairy.
immediate threat is dead, but you do find some more information about how they're planning on sneaking into the castle and such that you'll be able to report back to make sure that the plans they had can't be picked up by anyone else.
I also want to ask this fairy their name.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. Okay,
Fuck
Raspberry
me.
and Spider.
Fuck me.
No, that's awesome.
No,
Okay.
that's probably for the best, because we do have to go tell Mist and Winter, hey, Raspberry and Spider are dead. You two are literally done with your jobs.
Yeah, Raspberry is now Raspberry Jam.
Oh!
Oh, Andy.
Oh no.
And if you don't believe him, most of it's still on my back.
Oh.
Now I cast Water.
Well, I would love to propose a trip to where I live. I would like you all to come. I think it would be very nice. We should warn them about all the things you just learned, Bjorn, that people can get in. I'd like to show you all my home. And I mean, Finn, we still have some art that we stole that we totally have to sell to all the fairies that have never seen it before.
You're
And Legend,
right.
I think there's no one better than you to sell it, honestly.
We did start this long con and then just straight up abandoned it
Yeah,
when we
we did
said
get a
we
little
became the
busy.
cult busters. So
But I feel like you would be a great haggler. Honestly, Jarvis, I feel like you would be a great haggler. And then I think Legend and LeBjorn, you guys would be really great. Legend, you could tell epic stories about it. And LeBjorn, I feel like you've got this really comforting presence where you could be like, you really want this, don't you? I want to make you feel all good inside if you have this. I feel like you bring that energy. So I
Well,
feel like we
thank
could
you.
make a great art selling team.
we should all just make sure everyone's okay with just a little bit of white collar crime. Just like a touch of white collar crime.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I guess to be fair, I should tell you all we stole all of this art. This is like,
Yes, we did.
I know.
Okay.
just to be clear.
I'm not above stealing. That's fine.
Well, I
Right.
was going to originally offer my services to make sure your family is well protected for the foreseeable future. But if you want me around for those other things, I don't think there's anything. I don't think Broden takes a stance on white collar crime.
Great.
Excellent.
I would like to present to you all I'm digging through my bag and I say well, as you know, I went on this adventure primarily to have something to talk about in the future, and even though I've got a lot of experience with performing in bars and performing to the townspeople that I and every town that I go through, I thought that I could do something that can spread a lot further than just where I currently am. So in my downtime, I've spent some time meeting with somebody who is a little better with words than me. And
What? Who
I-
could be
That person
better with
exists.
words than you?
I mean spelling specifically.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Alan.
no, that.
I'm with you.
Okay. And I actually wrote a book. And
So wait, you dictated a book, is what I'm hearing. That's
I
awesome.
yes, I did.
That's,
I didn't do the actual writing,
That's
but
a
I
power
did
play.
provide all of the information for someone else to do that.
think that
It's
counts.
called The Strong Capable Heroes.
Of course.
And the cover has the picture of the four of you on it that you guys saw that I had drawn before.
Does it not have you?
What
What
about
about
you?
you?
I take more of a narrative approach to the book.
Okay.
So it's an artistic choice that you're not there. It's not like you're not a strong, capable hero.
I'm there.
framing
I just tried to put more emphasis on the rest of you who used your abilities way more often than I did.
But you know, Teach, when it really came down to the end, you figured it out.
It only took what feels like, months, but
A full school year?
Has quite literally been months.
um, yeah. So it has the four of you front and center, and I'm there, kind of like in the background a little bit. But yeah, it's great. There's a lot of chapters to it. It kind of emphasizes each of the four of you at different points, and yeah. So I made a copy for each of you to kind of go over before it starts selling on shelves.
Will you sign it?
I'm so honored that you would ask. I'm not even prepared. Here's a pen.
Do you need help spelling your name?
No.
No, I've seen
know.
him spell that. He got that one down real good.
Yeah, I know how many G's there are in Legend.
There's
Yep.
like squiggly flourishes to it. Like it's a good one.
Yeah. So I sign each of your books.
Oh, thank you.
So
This is out of character, but you're also gonna sign our yearbooks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I
That'll be
expect
worth money.
more than that's fair. I expect more than hags from all of
Mhm.
you. I expect
Hags?
actual have a great summer.
Oh.
What,
I mean, if you were to draw actual like living hags in my yearbook, I probably wouldn't be that mad at it.
That's
But,
fair.
like,
That would be a
That's
commitment.
true.
I can draw a hag. You've seen my drawing.
It's true.
yeah.
TJ, I would love for you to draw a hag in my yearbook. It would make me very happy.
So, Trixie has invited you all back to the city of Starry Night to sell some art and meet her family. Legend has shared the book he's been working on with all of you. Jarvis, Finn, LeBjorn, anything you want to share or suggest?
I've told you all a lot of what shades are, what our purpose is, or at least what we feel it is. At least in terms of the druidship. And maybe I've done this as well, but have I ever told you what what defines us, what came before, what matters most at this point?
I don't think so.
I thought the thing that defined you was the crystal thing on your shoulder.
No, that marks us, identifies us, but that's more for somebody else's benefit than for ours, to be honest. We exist to help things grow. And some of us disagree on how to do that. You just saw one who decided the best way to do that was to tear down civilization. But specifically, we find our charges. Usually one that we feel somewhat of a kinship or protectiveness over. And we just gotta stay long enough to make sure they do, and they grow into someone who can not only survive in this chaotic world, but thrive in it. At first, I just thought that was Trixie. But over our time together, it came to also mean all of you. Did I make rash decisions in the name of that? Yeah. I admit that. I wouldn't trade it, because here we are. Despite me very, very much almost not. But to that point, when our job is done, generally, we move on. Make way for the next version of us that takes our place, to find a new charge to help it grow and keep this world flourishing.
So
And
you're taking off? Or are we still flourishing?
when I almost died, I got a glimpse of where I would go if I were to truly die in that moment. And it was the afterlife of, you all are ready. You all don't need me around anymore.
Don't we get a say in what we want?
What you want is yours to feel. But what I want is, in that moment I decided I have friends, people that part of my spirit remembers. One that I don't know where he is, and I am going to try to find him. But I'm not ready to move on yet. So if you'll still have me.
Party on, baby.
Just think about it, Jarvis. One day, I'm going to have to be in charge, and let me tell you, am I going to go through not being ready to face the world all over again? So you better be hanging out for a while.
Also, I'm telling you, we've got a burgeoning art business that the more the merrier. It's going to take a lot of pants to get this thing off the ground.
Art and gold are not my thing, but if it makes you all happy.
Well, also
Also-
keep in mind. Keep in mind that if I'm going to sell this book, it's going to get a lot of people that are going to want a sequel, and I'm going to need more material for sequels.
I gotta tell you, Jarvis, I haven't even started peaking. Everybody in Caramel will feel it when I peak. You'll know.
The world isn't ready for
I
the
now understand what I heard as I was falling down. I'm
Also,
caught up.
Jarvis, you cannot say that you know nothing about art and you do not deal with art, because those masks you made are the most beautiful things I've ever seen in the entire world. So you do not get to say you don't know anything about art, because you are an artist whether you like it or not.
What I'm hearing is that we all have to start like an Etsy business, but also use it to resell stolen art.
What
Is
if
that-
for
Fair.
you, instead of gold, we like plant trees, you know? It's like for every time you buy something, instead of paying you have to plant a tree.
Speaking of planting trees, on the way to your home, we should deliver a flower to a certain witch.
Oh,
We
yeah.
do have to go do that
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
get ingredients
That's
for
the
this
thing
one.
we
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, and on the way back, could we stop at like a Temple of Broden? Seems like a thing that I should probably check out. There are a lot of things in the world that are quite literally screaming in my head about it sometimes, so I should.
Well,
That's
you know,
something to look into.
the closest. This is an old adage of Broden, but the closest temple of Broden is your own body.
I feel like you stole that from me.
Yeah.
The real God was inside.
Or vice versa.
Am I secretly a follower of Broden?
Maybe you are legend.
Maybe. To your point, Trixie, I think the chaos is doing quite fine on its own right now.
That's fair.
Brimstone, on the other hand, is still a burning crater, so that needs to be fixed.
We've got quite the list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'll be making notes of all of it.
We've got a
Let's-
good to-do list.
Let's meditate together, Finn.
Okay. And then at I don't know, at some point, I think on her own, she starts writing the Ballad of Legend because someone needs to tell his story.
I'm crying. Wow. Bjorn, anything else from you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then we see this group of friends around the table, jotting down a big to-do list. It's covered with misspellings and little hearts and stars and stick figures of people fighting and the occasional animal paw print, bird claw print.
In there. Yeah, bird claw.
And that's the music in the tavern, the dancing light of the fire, and their voices and laughter as we fade out for the last time for the time being on the strong, capable heroes. Uh, nice job, guys. I don't know, a round of applause.
For you too, Jules.
Yeah,
Go
really.
Jules!
We told a pretty cool story together. I think so. I hope you guys think so too. I'd love real fast to go around and just share one moment of the campaign of the game that you'll remember, whether it was an interaction with someone else or something you did. Just one moment from this story we told together that you're gonna hold on to. Take a minute. I know I'm throwing this at you fast. I know we need to sign off, but I'd really love one more moment to say goodbye to these characters.
I can go, and it feels like cheating because I did in fact just say this, but I keep saying it because I think it is my moment or whatever. Ivan, those masks were so cool. Like when you did that and like you clearly understood all of our characters, it was so cool. So that's for me.
That's a good one, Burks.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, one, the like thing in the first episode and how it came full circle. I mean, it was really cool the first time, and then seeing it come back was really cool again.
Oh no, I'm so sick. Oh, the god. It's the god. That was good. It was magical.
I loved my character's relationship with each of you guys. Like they were so unique and yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like it was just it was a lot of fun. Like getting to play kind of like trying to break Jarvis out of his shell and kind of like reluctantly getting Finn into a lot of stupid situations. And I feel like LeBjorn and Legend had some like buddy slight rivalry, but like in a joking way kind of deal with like
Or like a buddy cup movie.
yeah.
Yes.
And then like Legend and Trixie were like, we were so in sync the entire campaign, and I loved our relationship. Like it was just like we were like party buddies. We were like, yeah, it was great. I loved each of you guys, and I don't know. I thrive on one-on-one relationships. I think one of the coolest things that can happen is getting like a conversation between two characters, and the fact that I was lucky enough, and any combination of the five of us, for we all kind of got that, and I think that I was lucky enough to get to do that with all of you guys. So, that was cool.
Thanks, Teach.
After you, Andy.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, but I think like after playing around with this on, starting on, I'm working on converting Finn to my faith and abandoning that almost right away to, it's not a cleric of Broden, but she embodies those ideals. And then could she be a secret paragon of Broden? It feels very cool to have it be true at the end.
That was amazing. That was a really cool journey.
I mean, just seeing y'all come into it, like, Jules, I assume you've played games like this before, and I know I've played a few of them, but seeing y'all start from, I have no idea what the hell is going on, to knowing your characters and all of us dropping things on Jules that Jules was not prepared for.
I could not believe you guys in this final fight. It was amazing. And actually, along those lines, Andy, I know you've been doing it more gradually, but like it really stood out to me when I said describe. It was describe how you cast one of your spells, what it looks like, and you didn't say, I don't know how to describe how it looks. I'm not good at this. You just described it, and it was awesome. It was cool to all of you for sure. That's been so true.
Jules, thank you for bringing all of us together. Like, I know it wasn't like you didn't pick us, but like
Oh, I did.
the fact that
I aggressively decided who I want to be my friends and targeted each of you individually to get you on the D&D board. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
did
I
you not
realized
get
I
random
didn't
notes?
make that clear when I
Document?
admitted to lying about Andy's position.
No, I just think it's funny that's certainly a way to make friends, and I think you were very successful, Jules.
I'm glad you told us this a year after we've become friends.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because while it can't get any less weird over time, at least the sincerity is there and it's stronger now. I can't say I would have stuck around if I'd known that from the get-go.
No.
That's fair.
Love you, Jules.
I love you guys all. I guess this is our last game. I know we only have like a month left in school, and I know you guys all have other things. But if you ever would want to try another game, maybe a new system, I would love to run it for you guys. I don't know if D&D Club will live on or not, but I'd be more than happy to keep showing up with snacks and telling some stories.
Yeah, I bet I can fit it in.
Yeah.
I'm always down to play.
But TJ, you were saying something to me about QTube.
Yes. So I've loved all the times that we've gotten to play together. The six of us and all of our the guests that we've brought in, and having an audience to kind of watch along with all of us has been so much fun. But I think for the first time in way too long, I'm starting to realize that I can have this fun with you all without needing to share it with the world. And I really appreciate everyone who's watching right now, everyone at QTube, everything that you've done, all your comments, your likes, your shares, everything that you've done
Your
has really
gossip.
helped us.
Gossip
Your
cool.
gossip.
Gossip cool.
It's helped us to be as big as we are, and that is certainly not going to be forgotten, and certainly never going to be. It's always going to be appreciated, but I think this is the end of. This is going to be the last video that I post to my channel. I'm going to shut it down. I'll keep the videos that I have up, but I think I want to start living life without a camera. Without a camera. So that's it for the TJ Townies. You know, it's been a wild ride, but thank you all.
Proud of you, Teach. Okay, then for the last time, does anybody have any plugs?
It's not a plug, but do y'all want to get brunch sometime? It seems
We should get
Oh my
brunch.
God. What if we get
Yes.
brunch for dinner tonight?
Yep, I'm totally down
That
with that.
sounds great.
And none of us can cancel, otherwise we're in a feud.
No brunch.
Oh,
for
yeah.
No brunch
I'll
for
come
you.
for you.
No canceling.
All right, then for the last time, QTube, cheers. Thanks for joining us on this ride. Catch us at school if you go to school with us. Otherwise, see ya, suckers. And
Take care, Townies.
bye, QTube. Sorry, I wasn't actually ready to let it go yet. I had to hold it for a minute. Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you to my players. Thank you genuinely to everyone in the chat. Y'all made this game just have a whole new level. I had such a blast. It was the most stressful, most exhausting, hardest game I've ever run. But really also, I think maybe the most rewarding. Y'all were champs, and I'm really proud of the story we told.
Me too.
Y'all, we killed a god.
You killed a god so dead. You killed that god so much harder than I thought you could kill that god.
I'm so glad the item you gave me is called the Brace of Annihilation.
It was perfect.
Any... Oh, hey, Arkenforge! Go fucking
Yeah.
buy it. Miguel, you want to do a elevator pitch spiel?
Wow. I feel a little offended that you've stolen my thunder here, Mel.
No, I'm throwing it to
I
you,
mean,
please.
it just... Arkham Forge is such a special program. It is lovingly crafted. It's so lovingly crafted that every programmer just lays a little kiss on every version of the software that they send right to your computer. It's true. I read it. It's in the terms and conditions. If you don't know already, Arkham Forge is the all-in-one toolkit for game masters that allows them to run games in person or online. Maps, music, tokens, dynamic lighting, dynamic time of day, dynamic games. It does it all. Arkham Forge comes with a 28-day free trial and is the engine behind games, Quelmar campaign games like Get Stuff Module and The Beggar's Bodega. And you can use right now the code The Quelmar Forge, all uppercase and all a single word. Once again, The Quelmar Forge, for $5 off your purchase of the Master's Toolkit today.
It's genuinely great. For real, check it out. It's such a fucking bargain.
And enjoy the love that the programmers have put in it.
If you haven't signed up for QuellmarCon DMing, fucking go sign up to DM. If you haven't bought your badge, I don't know what you're fucking waiting for. It's gonna be so much fun. You'll get to meet most of us in person and hang out with us. That's all I got. Keep checking out Playtest Tuesday. Next week, the 5th, I'm running the game that I wrote, so that'll be exciting. So come be there.
Wait, you wrote a game?
Yeah.
And you're putting it on Playtest
And
Tuesday?
I am.
Damn it, you beat me to the punch.
I'm still waiting to play this game, so
If you
I'm
like-
jealous.
Disney decummy stuff, send Descendants. Woo! That
What?
was my bad
Thank
pitch.
you.
Woo!
Thank you, Alyssa. Strahd, that's all I got. Who else has other plugs? Great.
Avatar's a thing that happens regularly.
Yes, please watch Avatar. Check out Kelly's channel. Hutch does Let's Play games. Check out John's channel. Rogue
Ooh,
Sparrow
check
Games.
out
Pathfinder Society.
Kelsey's-
Explore Report.
Check out Kelsey's sticker shop.
Brendan and Miguel are playing games. Check them out. I'll support all our fucking friends. They do such cool shit. Okay.
We all do
then.
cool shit.
We all do cool
Yep,
shit.
that's it.
I'm sad. I don't want to say goodbye, but I guess, guys, we did a 3.5-hour game. Thank you all so much for bearing with me. You all have bedtimes. So then, for the last time, I am honored, and I believe in you all. 3, 2, 1.
Keep rolling.
Nice.
Oh, wait, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna raid.
Oh,
Thank you. It's Witch
oh.
Watch Games, Rogue Sparrow Games. Check out Witch Watch Games and Rogue Sparrow Games. How do I raid? Fuck. James
Oh
isn't
my
here
God.
to do this for me. Shit. Fuck.
James
Nobody go
missed
anywhere.
the finale of Metagame.
James, he was in a show tonight, to be fair.
I
be
mean,
fair.
that's valid, but also, James, how could you?
How do I? I
Okay.
don't know how to raid.
Type /raid and then space
Slash raid.
the
How do I know
channel.
who we're raiding?
Well, pick a channel that you
someone.
want to raid.
Raid. Okay, we're going to raid. Do I just click on them?
Find like a small tabletop channel, I guess.
I'm trying to find. I don't know how to find a small one.
So if you click on, like at the bottom on Twitch, you see where it says the Quelmar Realm Metagame
Yeah.
Finale, and then below Tabletop RPGs. Click
Oh.
that to see like what are the live Tabletop RPGs, please.
I'm only seeing my channels. I'm only seeing my follow channels. Fuck it. We're gonna go watch this group play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know who they are. We're going.
We don't know them. Hopefully, they're not racist.
Oh, I think I fucked it up. I don't think I
Oh,
actually
no.
did the raid. I think I just went to that page myself.
Whoops.
Are we still live? I think we're still live.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're still
Yep.
doing it. No, I don't know how to raid. This is such a
We are
train
ending
wreck.
this on the highest note
We
possible.
nailed the
people.
keep rolling the dice, and this
Oh my
is
god, Raid.
Wow.
Fuck me. And everything about Twitch and how it operates. Why can't I see tabletop channels? I guess we're not gonna raid. I guess we're gonna be bad neighbors. This is such bad manners. I feel so bad for what bad manners these are. But I don't know how to do it, so we're gonna give up and I'm gonna call the stream. Go watch another group. Go do it. Go make new friends. I can't make you, but I'm telling you to anyways. Goodbye.